Hello, everybody! We're playing Of Devil.
Blah. It's me.
Yeah.
You know me. You grow me. I'm on Capri's channel today.
Yeah, and Lila is here to assist us with voicing, because there's characters, and there's only two of us, because Zappy
And
is
Lila
on vacation.
and Lila has a very pleasant voice, so I was like, this would be very cool to do with Lila, my friend who I
Oh,
want to hang out
thank
with.
you. Hi, Del. Hi, Null.
Hi, Del. Hi, Null. Hi, Redacted.
Hi, Lila, and whoever that third person is. Who's the third person?
This needs to stop happening. We can't do this every stream. We can't do this every stream. Do we want to make the game capture bigger because the stylization of this game is so bad? Fuck it, it doesn't matter. I can see it just fine on the Discord.
Yeah.
What?
I made it a little bigger.
Oh, I'm so scared. I can do this.
I'm guessing that
Are
this
you
is Morgan, so...
It is.
Oh.
Are you recording?
I am recording.
Good job. Rain sizzles off me on above me. The summer shower creates a noted uptick in the flickering of holograms down the street, and a slight blunting of the night's ambiance. Yeah. Emphasis on slight. Lights, cameras, and constant noise. The city's got insomnia, with the uneven heart rate to prove it. There's no escaping the second-hand nervous energy of it all, but I'm plenty acclimated. Just a wave of worries cresting on the surface while I hold my breath deep below. Besides, a microdose of nightlife anxiety suits my mood just fine. Because if I'm not careful, this client of mine's gonna die in jail. Morgan. No first name, no last name. I'm a criminal attorney.
I think Morgan is her last name, isn't it?
It is. We don't find that out until later.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to get away with murder these days. People are still presumed innocent, at least on paper. But by the time they're in cuffs, there's hardly any shadows of doubt left. Because this whole world's lit up, mapped out, never unknown, and always online. Whether it's incandescent or neon or hollow, whether it's LCD, LED, or just the nearest phone screen. There's light shining on every last pixel of the map. And someone's always watching. Solitude's a rarity. Anonymity is scarce. And criminal defense attorneys aren't exactly flush with customers. So you take whatever clients you can get. You don't balk at public defender work no matter the hour. And should you find yourself in one of the last dark, quiet corners left in the whole world, well, smoke them if you got them. I fucking love Morgan so much. Not much else. There's not much that I can do until my phone.
Counselor, your
Capri,
public defender contract has been approved.
that. Thank you.
You're expected at the 254th precinct. Present your ID at the door to enter. Arrive at least 15 minutes early.
Objection. I'll try. Looks like the paperwork came through. It's nearly 3:15 now. 90 minutes since I took the job. Probably makes it about 2 hours since they finally got smart enough to ask for a lawyer. If they're really smart, they'll have used that time. They'll have used that time to get some rest. Because now that I'm here, things are going to get busy.
Del, we've already seen the entire episode 0, or at least Kitsu and I have.
And I've seen the entire episode 1, and he shall appear.
I've played the whole game.
There you go.
No tutorial thing.
Oh, including...
Wait, why did I say no tutorial?
I don't know! Turn them back on! Scroll it. No, you missed it, dear. Dear. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Is
yeah,
there
she is the devil. Anyway.
Is me. I am the devil.
Mhm.
I am of her. Anyway, Precinct 254. It's a goddamn ghost town. I love Morgan's face so much. I love Morgan so much. She's so cool.
She is excellent.
Nothing but a hologram for the welcoming party. I'm here about a homicide. High clearance rates be damn. You'd think they'd treat it with a little more gravitas. But whatever. I'm that unimportant. They've got no right to complain if I take my sweet time getting checked in. And I should take my time. Information's like cash in my line of work. You gotta spend it to make it. And if you're flat broke, no one will give a shit what you have to say. So let's see if I can't poke around and shake some change loose. Press the phone button or tap the phone and save load or check settings. You can toggle auto and then check investigated area. Credit for investigating everything you can. Credit skills and things. So don't go broke. You stupid bitch. Data pad. I'll bite. Oh, you got our first credit. Even when they're more advertisement than article, they can still be informative. In a flowery, roundabout corporate propaganda sort of way.
Subway fixes
Canopy.
axed.
Yep.
City to refocus on Canopy. Declaring the subway tunnels to be irreparably flooded, the city engineers announced this week that all plans to drain and repair the system were being suspended indefinitely. Saltwater damage to sensitive electronic cabling and erosion of key tunnel fixtures were cited as reasons for why 89% of the subway system was evaluated as critically compromised or worse. Civil engineering efforts will be refocused on maintenance and expansion of the hybrid super infrastructure system that weaves together trams, highways, walkways, and skyscrapers into the canopy high above our city streets. Reactions to the announcement could be characterized as blasé. It's been years since the subway last ran, and decades since they last ran on schedule. Most citizens have long since given up hope on them ever making a comeback. Online chatter barely reacted to the announcement, with most commenters and voters' attention focused instead on the growing investigations into Councilman Lung's campaign finance irregularities. As one of the canopy's major... Yeah?
For the sake of expediency, the most important parts of any given article will always be in the yellow text.
Maybe I still want to read it, though.
That's fine. I'm just letting you know. Just for expediency's sake.
Yeah. Lung has often found himself at odds with a small but vocal group of critics that consider it to be an eyesore and an amplifier of light and noise pollution, and with Lung having stepped away from his political duties in order to more fully cooperate with investigators, for the first time in nearly 20 years, the typically rock-steady political foundation of the canopy was looking uncharacteristically shaky going into this week. But with the subways now officially no longer an option, people and corporations alike have little choice for how they complete their morning commute. Not all reactions to the news have been negative. At least a few bold individuals see this latest report as vindication, and possibly even a rallying cry. Already considered by many to be a rising star in infrastructure solutions abroad, tech startup Subterra made headlines last year with their radical proposal for a system of personal submarine taxi pods that could make use of the flooded subway tunnels, but momentum stalled when their first prototype for the city came in at a disappointing 3,359% over budget.
Whoa.
Though one council member was quoted as calling their system mind-bogglingly wasteful and impractical in the extreme, in light of this latest announcement, Subterra has proudly declared their intent to resubmit their proposal package. Across the entire globe, coastal cities like ours have struggled to find civil engineering answers to rising sea levels and subterranean flooding that satisfy financial, practical, and aesthetical concerns. Historically, most scientists have attributed this increase in sea level to climate change, though there are dissenting voices. Water rises and falls all the time, for reasons we do not fully understand. Are we too... This is... The for reasons we do not fully understand is word for word something that's in a PragerU video about climate change.
It appears you have 0 free articles remaining this month. Please verify your account information in order to continue reading stories that matter.
Alright.
Ballsy of them, putting the paywall there. as if I'd reach for my wallet after having to read a word like aesthetical. Besides, I got the gist of it. The takeaway is that the city will be focusing its efforts on the canopy. There'll be increased scrutiny surrounding the canopy now that there's no plan B. It's a massive project with a massive budget. Lines the pockets of a lot of people, big and small.
I was expecting it to be a little bit more veiled and not so blatantly obvious. Is reading comprehension this hard for people?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure this one's easier than others, but goddamn.
I will also say, in terms of like a reading comprehension test, I believe it's supposed to be a thing to pad out your credit and build lore. So if you want to read the entire thing for lore reasons, that is good for you. But in terms of the questions that you'll be asked, the only thing you need is the yellow text.
Yeah, they're not meant to be hard.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be hard. None of them would appreciate bad press at the moment. Not in the council. Right, why are you yelling so much today? Not when Councilman Long's already thoroughly trimmed the waters. Something about being on your stream turns me into the sleepiest bitch imaginable.
It's spreading.
High traffic hallways, utilitarian furnishings, multiple screening stations. Pragmatic brutalism so textbook it could teach freshman level architecture. You can almost hear the building drone on and on about concrete and iron and hard right angles. The civil planning equivalents of battle scars. From a fight won so long ago that they're starting to look ridiculous. I'm sure it was all very imposing back when it was built. Walking in here now with crime rates where they are, feels like a hospice. Feels like a hospice ward for heavy-handedness.
I just checked, and there is a 10% difference in the amount of people who got the In Your First Credit achievement and Reading Comprehension achievement.
Incredible.
Wow.
The medium's cracked in the corner. Looks bad, but my phone's made of the same stuff, and I'm rolling the dice every time it falls off the sofa. Could probably null the warranty on one of these things with a loud sneeze. At least it's not broken. Entirely. Even at this hour, it's still beautifully scrolling through its notifications. Looks like the usual 1-to-1 ratio of public health alerts and inoffensive pop culture trivia you always get served at state buildings. But there's a few missing persons, too. 1 year of Silver Plan coverage courtesy of Caduceus as a reward for any... Silver's no joke. Family must be getting desperate. Actual police lineup. It's like I walked into a museum. Though museums tend to feel expensive and clean. Dusty, forgotten, probably lots of unpacked boxes. This homicide department's more like an attic. Hard to believe they were ever so busy that they had witnesses making the IDs in the lobby. Then again, it's hard to believe they were ever doing lineups in the first place. Are you certain? Wasn't it dark? Did you know the traumatic events behind memory form? Did you know that during traumatic events memory formation is blah 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 bleh. Poking holes in that setup must have been like shooting fish in a barrel, and all during billable hours. But there's no room to sow doubt anymore. Not when a modded witness can just submit their testimony as a video recording. Assuming their phone didn't automatically file a police report for them. Alright. I've taken in all the scenery and learned as much as I can here. Time to get checked in. Booted up fine. So far, so good.
Good morning. Is this you?
Oh, yes, it is, actually.
Yeah.
Morgan, here for the public defender contract.
Could you please provide your name and... Great! Please stand still for a moment.
I wouldn't call Intake Hollows charming, or like harmless. But that's probably what the designers were aiming for. People don't mind a quirk or two in their text so long as it never speaks out of turn.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble placing you. Could you please provide your name and date of birth?
So far, so good, was it? Scan my card. Say, why don't you just scan my ID card?
Great! Now could you just confirm your date of birth for me?
Why do they even bother asking? My birthday's on the damn ID card and my profile player. I'd have to be a world-class airhead to get this question wrong. Cavalier, please open this girl's profile.
Oh, I have to open the profile.
Yes. Yeah, why do you think I said player so loud?
Shut up.
Morgan,
December
date,
26th.
height 175 centimeters, weight, none of your goddamn business. Blood, AB negative. Occupation, criminal defense attorney. Likes, puzzles, smoking, and wooden furniture. Dislikes, commercials, hairdressers, and jogging. Talent, can fall asleep in any position. Coffee, decaf, drink. Whiskey sour. And no, she's blue because she's a hologram. No problem, my birthday is December 26th.
Perfect. Good morning, Morgan Counselor. Thank you for your timely arrival and for taking on this public defender contract. If you're ready to speak to your client, you can proceed to Counseling Quarter 3C.
What we're calling it now? You mean the interrogation room?
I'm sorry to have caused any confusion. My vocabulary is regularly updated to better reflect state standards.
Don't sweat it. I can't keep track of every new euphemism either. They could call it the involuntary wellness check room if they like. Doesn't change the way it makes a person feel sitting in a stifled box of one-way panels. Nothing to see but their own reflection dully warped across gunmetal walls.
Morgan Counselor, can I help you with anything else?
Choices that progress the story forward will cause other options to shrink away when selected. Choices that will take the conversation down side pass, article, examine. I know the city's not terribly concerned with the lower wards, but this is a police station. Why is it so goddamn dusty?
This facility is currently undergoing renovations.
Since when? The 60s?
It has been 22 months since the timetable was last updated.
Incredible. I really don't see a lot of action here, do they? Around here, do they?
I'm sorry for any inconvenience you might have encountered.
I'm adaptable. What about you? Ever gonna fix that crack?
Thank you for asking. It has not interfered with my work.
Well, that's all that matters, right? What are you?
I'm a smart user interface, proudly sold by Noble Electronics. Thank you for asking. If you're interested, I can send you a link with information about our subscription packages. Should I send you a link with information about our subscription packages?
No. Sorry. That was a mean question to ask. That'll be all, thank you.
You'll find the counseling quarters past our homicide detective's office through the door to your right.
Thanks. But I think it's just me for now, so you could go on break if you like.
Automated dependents do not take breaks, Morgan Counselor.
Then what were you doing before I walked in?
You'll find the counseling quarters past our homicide detective's office.
Through the door to the right, thank you. Ads don't get breaks, and they don't get my jokes. How does a hologram get cracked? The TV
It's the
screen behind her.
her.
This poor overworked hologram, you fucking said it. But it's usually the humorless types that are the most fun to mess with anyway. And as for Dell, who I'm twirls hair for in this game, Emma Rockford I would kiss so fast. Morgan, first name, I would kiss so fast. And Sarah is just me.
Is the fake voice the accused?
No. This is one of the two detectives.
Oh, okay. Guys
Yeah,
gone
so
bad or something?
who wants to be which detective?
I'll be either one.
Okay,
I'm going to be. I think that Lila should be Reyes because the accused does a lot of talking to Morgan in the next scene. The accused does a lot of talking to Morgan later, so yeah.
Should I be the accused or is she the accused?
You're the accused, Camry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but the the accused doesn't really much talk to Reyes either. My thinking was that since I have to be quiet anyway, I think it'd be better for me to be London since he's a lot more calm.
That's fair.
Okay, I can be Reyes and the accused then.
Yep.
Thank you, Null.
Y'all need a VA for one of them silent background characters, let me know. Thank God I stopped for directions. A building this empty, the desk could have just told me to follow the echoes. One voice sounds older, rougher, and decidedly low energy.
Appreciate you worrying about me.
God forbid I try to be serious.
The other rings with youthful indignation.
It's not like our job is important or anything.
Definitely cops. And at this precinct, at this hour, they might as well be the only two living, breathing people in the whole complex.
So why else would you bother to print all that out?
One document or 100. Looks the same on a datapad. Anytime you question a suspect, you need to have a heavy file in hand. Makes them think you know them better than their priest, the mother there.
Their big brother?
Got him!
I wasn't gonna say that.
So how many of those sheets were blank then?
Hi, guys. No red carpet tonight, officers.
Oh, sorry about that, man.
Good question mark, cop.
We don't keep many extra hands around these hours. Probably faster to let the desk handle intake anyway.
But mostly cheaper. You the lawyer?
I am. Is casting the British girl as the guy named London typecasting?
Maybe.
Morgan Esquire, pleased to meet you.
I'm here, Counselor.
Kasim.
Kasim London. And the ball of sunshine here is my partner, Farah Reyes.
Ball of sunshine?
She certainly is.
Huh?
Sorry if you kept waiting. Chatter between the departments has been a hectic all night.
It's no trouble. Gave me time to enjoy my cigarette.
Cigarette? Like tobacco? What are you, 80?
She can't be more than a few years younger than me.
We're the detectives in charge of this particular case.
I love Reyes' chuny eye patch.
And it looks like tonight, we're also humble guides to the illustrious homicide department. Apologies in advance for any cobwebs.
Pretty sure I've seen this London character around the courthouses before. He never struck me as more than just some old-timer. But I suppose being an old-timer is an accomplishment in and of itself in his profession. Sunshine is definitely a new face, though. Rigid in her posture and her attitude, 3 in the morning, her shirt still looks ironed. Freshly promoted, maybe? 2 whole detectives working at these hours. Reyes is such a zappy character. Sounds serious. Unless you were just the first to arrive on the scene.
No, we're not nearly that timely. Uniforms responded to that emergency call within a few minutes.
Calls, plural. Must have been quite the commotion.
Look around. Do you think that we're the first to arrive for anything?
She's not wrong. We're only tapped after circumstances at the scene indicated involvement with an ongoing investigation.
Our
vouch, Jack.
ongoing investigation.
Not very subtle, is she? But I may as well bite at this point. So you suspect that this client of mine is involved in some separate criminal activity?
Wait, did they really not? No, I guess they wouldn't put in a public defender's briefing. Look, consider this a little professional courtesy. A fair warning, yeah? That's the heartbreak killer in that room.
I love how they do the JoJo color thing, where everybody's just all colors.
We've got the bastard dead to rights, so if you're kind, you'll help him plead it out. And if you're smart, you'll pass this shitstorm on to some other night owl and go back to bed.
Dots. I'm not feeling particularly kind or smart at the moment. So perhaps in the meantime you'd be so polite as to fill me in about this heartbreak killer. This must be the work of the enemy stand!
They cover utilities at the rock you live under?
Is there a problem?
You're seriously not familiar with HK?
Never heard of him. And I've heard enough of him for a lifetime. That name has been plastered all over the city for weeks, their crimes wavering between breaking news and urban legend. Their presumed goals flip-flopping from unadulterated anarchy to unappreciated vigilantism. At street corners, in the media, on the net. Everyone's indulging in the exact same kind of armchair detective speculation that I can't stand. But right now, I need to figure out exactly how much the police do or do not know. And when it comes to cops, I always get better results playing dumb than I do acting smart. She looks like a fucking toucan. I take it he's a repeat offender.
Was it the killer part that tipped you off?
You must have at least heard about... You must have at least heard about his MO. Media's gone crazy with it.
Along with everyone else.
One bullet straight through the heart. Body left to lie where it falls.
Hence the name Heartbreak. I think that's not exactly creative, but amidst the swirl of every other 100-word article out there, the catchiness trumps originality.
What you won't read...
Sorry?
What you won't read about online is that all 6 of HK's victims were shot by the same gun. Without even needing to reload.
Horrible to say, I know, but 6 for 6? That's pretty good shooting, isn't it?
Hitting the bullseye at the shooting range is good shooting. Doing it 6 times in a row is great. But shooting 6 people with accuracy like that?
It's a whole different beast.
So you can't play.
Oh, shit. Takes a certain kind of monster. A real freak. His pulse probably didn't even rise.
I'm normal! I see. I don't know, it's up to you. You almost make him sound like a machine. Is it possible that...
No, it is not. There's no such thing as killer robots, madam.
Of course. My mistake. So all those androids marching in the military, those robots patrolling in police uniforms, those drones dropping firebombs from the sky. I guess they're all firing blanks.
Fair enough. Machines can kill, and they have been for decades. But they don't commit murder.
Right.
Evil like Heartbreak is all organic.
It's a pretty terrifying thought. I should really start paying more attention to the news. How I managed to miss 6 murders?
Well, you can only blame yourself for missing 5.
Pardon?
You're still not getting it? HK's 6th victim was found a few hours ago, when we caught the son of a bitch red-handed.
So you're convinced that my client is this heartbreak killer and tonight was just his latest crime? That's a serious accusation, with very serious consequences. I take it you have serious evidence to back that up.
I was being literal, counselor. Red-handed. When we found your client, he was covered in her blood.
Well, that's not good, is it? What you say certainly sounds compelling.
Is that lawyer talk for open and shut?
Oh, you mean nope, can't make that joke. I don't remember how. Reyes is an adult. Moving on.
Reyes is obviously an adult.
But even if that's the case, how does one crime scene make him look good for 6 murders?
It's all there in the discovery files and the arcs, of course.
Whenever we see highlighted text like that, we get an article for the record.
Join the local net on your phone, and we'll turn over everything you need.
I'll bet. Thanks for that, Detective. I'll be sure to read it over. But if it's all the same, could I ask you some questions while I've got you here?
How kind of attorney
So
wants to interrogate the detectives?
So are there brutal executions in this game too? No, there are not. I would kiss Morgan, but she smokes, and I would kiss Reyes in London, but cops. So I would only kiss Emma in Chapter 1. She's so Evie and so attractive. Well, here's the thing. Emma's a prosecutor, so she works with the cops.
Yeah.
She is no better than the cops.
Nope. Emma is Capri if she was a bitch.
I would be fine with Reyes doing horrible things to me, but that would be supporting cops abusing minorities, and I don't agree with that.
Capri, a small suggestion for whenever we get to Emma. If you could imagine yourself as an Oju-sama, it's that.
Oh my god.
What's an Oju-sama?
Ojo-sama.
You explain,
Yes.
I don't know.
Ojo-sama, it's like princess, I guess.
Princess holier than thou type person.
Yeah, have you ever seen an anime where there's a character who's like, oh, that?
Okay, she's a little
I see.
dialed back from the oh-ho-ho thing, but Emma is Capri-coded.
I've been told that.
This kind of attorney. You're just that pleasant. Sorry for reading chat list today. Chat.
We've got a lot of shit to read here already.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, sunshine. Not like we're gonna be punching out anytime soon, right?
Whatever. Let your client stew in interrogation all night for all I care.
You mean the counseling quarters?
We're at your disposal, counselor.
How much of the Devil has Zap seen? Half of episode 0. I will be making her watch this VOD. Baron Stark and uninviting.
Hi, future Zappy.
This must be Reyes' desk. Hi, Zaps!
I love you.
Keeping your workstation neat and tidy is admirable, but I can't spot a single mote of personalization. Is she so new she hasn't had time to unpack? Or is she really that uptight and boring? Both, maybe. Tying her to a chair to force her to watch? That's funny. Read.
Latest Noble androids receive warm welcome. Bolstered by a strong earnings report and surging sales of the Animate 16, Noble Electronics stock rose a stunning 3% to a record high. Their latest iteration has yet to surpass the sheer popularity of its predecessors. An increased profit margin has left Noble's shareholders very enthused. Many investors were skeptical, where Noble announced that the 16th line will be the first generation of androids to feature over 50% organic components. So-called
That's
warm
disgusting.
androids, which at the time only saw demand in the health, senior, and childcare sectors, were looked down upon as impractical due to increased maintenance costs, cuts, scratches, bruises, and the like. While some critics voiced concerns that fringe religious or traditionalist groups might find warm androids controversial, more business-focused minds fear that Noble was alienating its customers in the industrial and military sectors in order to cater to civilian consumers, users that viewed their androids from across the room and not from above the factory floor. However, as has often been the case in the last decade, Noble's doubters were proven wrong. The Animate 16 is poised to break profitability records, with no signs of slowing down. Many industry analysts predict that these once rare organic androids will completely replace their more robotic predecessors in daily life within the next 3 to 5 years. As described in the earnings report, much of the 16th Align's success, and indeed the success of Noble's androids in general, can be attributed to the remarkable, lifelike, personable charm of their products, and by all accounts, that charm can be attributed to the work of Noble's famed lead programmer, Dr. David Asher. Lead programmer is the understatement of the century, Noble Industry Weekend, Turing Solution, blah blah. Dr. Asher himself is nowhere to be seen. He's always been reclusive, but he's become a genuine hermit in recent years. Are we really to believe that he's still, "Hey fam, looks like you're not logged into this device. Want to put in your account info so we can help keep you reading?" Die.
I love it that they say the quiet part out loud in the future. It's just like, we are stealing your data. Get the fuck over it. It's in the news again. No wonder can't spit without landing on a piece of noble tech these days. Especially not where the state's involved. No, if they'll bite when it comes to warm androids, though. For government use, they're just shit.
Braille.
All androids undergo wear and tear, especially if they're directing traffic or suppressing crowds. So if these warm androids bleed pink all over themselves every time they take a rock to the cheek, it's just an endless stream of bad photo ops waiting to happen. Wow, it's like something reflection of our society. Wouldn't it be weird to watch a VOD that you're in?
That's
That would
sci-fi.
fuck me up.
All sci-fi is a commentary on the present.
Yes.
That's the point. Do you know what cyberpunk is? Anyway.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Wouldn't it be weird to watch a VOD that you're in? That would fuck me up pretty bad, I think. No! I mean, it was a little weird just starting out, but it's not that much different than watching like a home video of yourself, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
I mean, no, not every.
Shut the fuck up.
Also, no, not everyone is insecure.
Not everyone. That's
I
massive
hate
gender
listening to myself
dysphoria.
talk.
I like the sound of Capri's voice.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
It's a good voice, sir.
I'm glad that you think so.
You shouldn't have cleaned up so much just for little old me, Detective London. Someone really needs to introduce this guy to a filing system. Or even just a stapler. Paper documents scattered about lazily alongside actual photographs. Either he's really old-fashioned or really paranoid about data leaks. And he doesn't look like the paranoid type. Well, orderliness aside, some things are better on paper. Given that. Oh, I believe we also have the detectives' profiles by now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's a
Nathan,
homicide detective.
Night
He likes
100.
photography, dive bars, and bangs. He doesn't like ties, pollen, or after-hours work messages. He listens to podcasts. He likes pencil sketching, and he's frequently running late. She's a homicide detective. She likes rice, limes, and automotive history. She doesn't like liars, small plates, or cheap people. She likes watching product reviews. She's bad at games of chance. Right eye, Osiris Elite 86. So I guess she has a prosthetic eye.
why she's got the Toonie eye patch, baby.
We don't know
unknown.
Likes killing,
Criminal killing,
dislikes
getting
getting
caught.
caught. Favorite color? Probably red.
Red.
Zodiac sign? Probably not
Probably
into
not into
astrology.
astrology.
Reward? Suspended due to influx of false reports.
I love rice and lime. Of course you do. Rice is a staple food in every country. These are not necessary, they are just
these
cool.
are just terms. Okay, we don't need that.
Sir Glossodic of terms. Fun detail that she's bad at games of chance. It sure is. Loose wires, missing panels, and an aircon system that probably sweats more than the people it's supposed to cool. No room in the budget for making the office not look like shit, huh? I expected to find a lot of belt tightening at Homicide, but I didn't think their operation would be this bare bones. They've got a stunning clearance rate and they work fast. Guess the city sees that and just assumes their job is easy. Maybe their job is easy, what with our deer-toting surveillance state eliminating so much of the footwork. But if your wheels don't squeak, you don't get your palms greased. So, homicide ends up the only State Department with a shrinking budget. A dumping grounds for the police force's most unambitious and least popular. Okay. Nothing else jumps out at me around here. I've got a better idea of who I'm dealing with at least. Now I need to check out the crime scene data. I should have been sent a link.
You've been granted access to state files regarding case KL43351. Reply C to confirm.
Confirm.
You need to reply C in order to confirm.
Am I talking to a person?
I'm an automated dependent.
As they're usually more polite.
Personalities are tailored to suit our users' preferences.
So the state likes you to be a little authoritarian.
You need to reply C.
C.
It's case sensitive.
C.
Thank you.
Right, if I project from my phone. Do. Unity. You're in VR now. It's more like AR, but whatever.
Yeah,
All right,
it's AR.
let's see what the police have.
What the police
And-
have.
What the police have and what they think is important. Sorry. And yes, Morgan is a huge bitch.
I mean, Shelly, it's VR because it's not projected onto the world.
I mean,
It's
it said
replacing all the world.
Projected
it
from
said
the
augmented.
phone, so
I mean, it is called the ARCs. It is called the Augmented Reality Crime Scene.
That's true.
Okay.
3 dimensions.
3 dimensions. The victim's
Holy shit.
body. Fucking Hifumi Yamada in the other room, jacket off.
No.
Please stop me. Cause of death, ballistic trauma, class 4 blood loss, atrium and aorta. Single gunshot wound to the heart. In brief, death was instantaneous. No injuries anywhere else, and no blood or skin under her nails. Blood spatter, forensics, and all that other good stuff tells them that she was shot from there. So the killer was standing in the doorway when they fired. Inspect. Stand-up mirror shattered and knocked over. Real glass. No screens or cameras here. It was hit hard. Hard enough to come unattached from its arm, while shards of glass were scattered far enough to land on the victim's body. What a mess. What, this killer couldn't fucking clean up after himself? Seems like this face got tossed aside at some point. Yet there's not a scratch on it. Must be pretty damn durable. Isn't art supposed to be delicate? Maybe it's making a statement. Is the currency of this
It is
poker
now.
chips? It absolutely is. They are
Yeah.
called credit. Like credit, like poker credit and credibility, because the chips are supposed to be information. The murder weapon, a revolver, found right next to the body. 6 empty casings found in each of the 6 chambers. Meaning the gun's been fired 6 times. Looks like the crime scene techs practically disassembled the damn thing. But all they found were fingerprints belonging to my client. So he was found by the police with the murder weapon right in front of the body. I don't even know where to start. Highly prejudicial would be an understatement. That's all the big ticket items. What about the security? Looks like the apartment was unlocked all night. It's not uncommon for people their age in a neighborhood like this. But no signs of forced entry only hurts my client's case. What about the rest of the room? There's not much else flagged here. Just a lounge chair that got thrown. And whatever that is. Unidentified ceramic debris. Flag as irrelevant. That's their technical assessment. Guess the crime scene techs, well, guess even the crime scene techs weren't sure what to make of it. Okay. That's everything the police highlighted. But did I miss anything? Keep it going.
Ellipses.
The hell is that? Something in the victim's hand. How the hell did... It's just a pill organizer. First of all, that pill organizer is very cool. Second of all, it's kind of impractical if that tab opens in the middle. And also you can't tell when Tuesday and Thursday and Sunday are.
Yeah, that's a shitty pill organizer, but it looks cool.
Some immune adjusters, NSAIDs, and Preprexazone, a synthetic glucocorticoid medication. Synthetic glucocorticoid. Taken daily to reduce rejection symptoms like phantom pain and generalized itch. The autopsy said her talk screen was clear, but it's not like it matters. She could have swallowed every medicine cabinet in the city, and it still wouldn't change the cause of death. It's odd, but ultimately irrelevant. Everything here is all very incriminating, but the kicker is everything not here. No out-of-place DNA, footprints, crumbs. Crumbs are cookies, but future. Nothing that points towards anyone except my client. Well, I've done more with less before, but not much more. I'm really gonna have to sing for my supper this time. Better get start. Who the hell's messaging me at this time of night? If we're gonna read any side article, I would suggest the Crumbs one because it's bleak.
Alright. Oh, it's, where is it?
It was that, I think.
It should be under terms.
See it here.
Can you scroll?
Yeah, this is it. Automated dependent data pads, holograms, IoT, ARCs, conductive resin.
I think it's IoT.
Internet
That's
of
Internet
Things.
of Things.
Yeah, I think Internet of Things applies to is about Crumbs.
Yeah, I think it's what you get from Crumbs, because
Yeah.
Crumbs is about how the Internet of Things
Functions. The Crumbs article is the IoT article.
Usage of crumbs. Small packets of data containing your own unique identifying information. Your own IoT devices say hi to other devices that leave behind crumbs as a parting gift. They allow for paperless identification and payment and help the government manage human and vehicular traffic. Crumbs let you see where you've been, so you can see where you should go. Want to start leaving crumbs right away? Don't worry, crumbs are enabled by default.
Not interested in sponsored search results? See further with a premium account.
Oh god.
It's bad. First person who comes to mind is, I suppose it could be something important. I believe this is Lila. Yeah. What couldn't wait until morning?
It needs a kiosk. I got a job for you.
That's a pretty cheery way to tell me you violated parole.
Well, not that kind of job. Besides, I've been covering my tracks. This is something different. Kind of thing I can't handle with just a keyboard and fishing scheme. I need you to sue my gym teacher.
Not that kind of lawyer. Sorry.
Hey, at least let me finish.
What did they do?
Make me run laps.
Not illegal.
Let me finish. You made me run laps. Even though I said I had a stomachache.
Said.
Gotta be like youth endangerment. Depraved indifference or some kind of shit.
Sounds like you've already got a strong case. Try self-representing this time. I love her makeup. She's so pretty. so scary.
What's with the blow up?
Nice phrasing.
Oh wow, I'm laughing so hard right now. See?
Hi, Fran. Hi, Fran. Did I drop my screwdriver? Is that your mugshot?
I wasn't gonna not get a copy of my mugshot and use it as a reaction.
Already found a use case. But I'm working right now, so...
Anything cool?
Homicide.
Oh, cringe. Wait, what kind of homicide?
This is also a very sappy character.
Is it HPK?
Is that the kind of morbid things kids your age talk about?
Teens my age? And yeah, we can read. Compared to the corrupt shit in the headlines. Old-fashioned murder like Hearty B is like...
Hardy B.
Wait.
Party B!
Yeah.
That's
Hearty
awful.
B.
It's not Heartbreak.
Then why do you take the job? Well... You see the 98% conviction rate as a challenge or something? You're taking up lost cause. Probe nose work.
It's pro bono.
That was autocorrect.
You know they give lit homework for a reason, right?
This is borderline concerned nagging. Maybe you really are a bleeding heart. Or just a sucker.
A sucker.
That's reason. Lol.
You should go to bed, friend.
Tomorrow's Sunday, I can stay up if I want.
Tomorrow is Sunday. Because today is Saturday.
What's with the Carpe Diem shit?
It's nearly 4 a.m., kid. You've got school in like 3 hours.
I guess I have school on Saturday.
It's very sad.
No. Repeat offenders may be good for business, but that kid's bad for my blood pressure.
Important text message, I take it?
Just your typical teenage trauma from my ward because I'm Batman, I guess. So then, if you wouldn't mind filling me in on a few details.
Incredible, Mel.
This game really seems to want to tell us something about reading comprehension, but I can't tell what it's saying.
Man, I wonder.
Is it that they have...
Androids and cops.
By the way, I couldn't help but notice your light on staff.
It's 3 in the morning. Were you expecting a parade?
Oh, there'd at least be a few androids around.
Aren't many androids in any police station this week. Not all the brass is renegotiating contracts.
Contracts with Noble?
Good guess.
Hardly. They're the biggest.
Hardly. They're the biggest robotics core there is. They spend all day in Center City without leaving their office's shadow.
Yes, we're very fortunate to have them headquartered here.
Saves us some money on shipping at least. But these talks never last that long. I'm sure they'll be back to writing checks for Noble ads by the end of the month.
Even with Noble pushing these warm androids. Those warm androids,
Warm.
I'm sorry.
Ugh. Might as well call it the adult line.
They're for fucking...
Might see him in the bigger departments, or on patrol, but not around these offices. Warm or cold, there's no such thing as an android detective. Yes.
Looks at Detroit Become Human.
Huh?
Yes. You really think that'll happen?
Already use ads for patrolling, securing the scene, pacifying crowds. Doesn't seem like that big of a stretch to me.
You're joking, right? Android detectives? With all the pain we go through getting witnesses to talk to us?
Your warm personality? I can't imagine.
Cop knocks on your door, starts asking questions, you're gonna be put in a bad mood. An ad knocks on your door, calls you a degenerate criminal in a synthesized voice loud enough for the whole neighborhood to hear, you're gonna start posting shit that'll get you put on a list.
Well, I certainly don't want that.
Detective,
I remember your dead child.
I remember the name of your dog, Sumo. Wake up, Lieutenant, it's me, Connor.
I remember the choice you made at the start of the game. Oops. Cameras, sensors, satellites. We already get all our facts from machines. Give it a few more years, might make sense to let machines do the investigating too.
Union would. The police union wouldn't let that happen.
Wouldn't have specified. It's the only real union there is anymore. So how about the basics? What exactly has my client been charged with?
Your client, Carlos Baker Flat, was arrested on the scene at 9:50 p.m.
Using his middle name already? I really do think he's a serial killer.
The charge being the first-degree murder of his girlfriend, Mrs. Diane Dawn.
Just
Cute
miss.
name. That's a superhero name.
You're right.
First degree. That's,
Increasingly rare.
to say the least.
Rare for us to get handed anything but crimes of passion around here. City's got damn near more cameras than people, so you gotta be really, really stupid to try and get away with murder.
Well, Heartbreak's gotten away with it 6 times. So what's that make him?
5 times, and that makes him insane.
I was gonna go with extraordinary.
Let's split the difference and say he's extraordinarily insane. But jobs like that aren't renowned for their ability to think ahead. So what makes you think this was premeditated?
How about the fact that he stalked and killed 5 other women as a warm-up?
A warm-up?
5 previous bullets, 5 previous victims. None of them knew each other, lived near each other, worked in the same fields. Weeks of digital autopsies crawled up and down their online profiles. Nothing.
So the serial killer chose his victims at random. If they have nothing in common,
Yeah, nothing in common at all, other than that they look like cousins.
The physical similarities are striking. All 5 prior victims were young women, with brown hair and eyes, about the same height, comparable weight.
I know that he was saying brown hair and brown eyes. I really thought he was saying brown hair, as well as eyes, because that's uncommon now.
Yeah, what?
Jesus Christ.
After the eye snatcher, we packed him away, but you know.
The eye snatcher! That's what happened to Reyes! Well, those features
In the line of duty, that was.
Those features aren't exactly uncommon. Couldn't it be?
Zappy doesn't even have brown eyes.
Zappy's eyes are blue
Yeah.
and red.
Coincidence? If you really believe that, you should quit your job and start buying lotto tickets. HK's got himself a type. Anyone can see that. You really gonna try and tell me you don't see the resemblance?
A young woman, brown hair, brown eyes. Can't tell how tall she is from the portrait, but I can take that. So you think, what, exactly? That Carlos Flat wanted to kill his girlfriend so bad he went out and shot 5 other women first?
The blue and red is because, I think there's a word for heterochromia that occurs in one eye, where there's 2 colors in one eye, but for her design, we're using multiple colors in each eye, so both eyes look the same, but they do have 2 different colors. Anyway.
She kind of looks like Mr. Freeze from DC's wife if she had red eyes.
Hey, if the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits.
Then you put the shoe on the...
What sunshine means is that it's not uncommon for killers to displace their violence from people close to them onto outlets with fewer consequences.
Drifters, loners, strangers, workers.
He's probably building up the nerve for tonight by first ratting on these other similar women.
Or he's just so far gone that he can't tell the difference anymore. Amazing. You got to see that I am Steam friends with someone named Robin Williams.
Who the fuck is Robin
I
Williams?
don't know! People keep changing their Steam names and pictures, so I have no idea who Robin Williams is.
Fucking your friends list, babe! Jesus Christ! It's not the worst theory in the world, but it doesn't fit. I want to claim that those previous victims were practice runs, dress rehearsals for tonight's main event. But if that was the case, there would have been sign of hesitation. Nerves. There'd have been mistakes. On top of which, guns are impersonal. Execution shots even more so. There's no sadism or hatred or intimacy in a single bullet to the heart. Killing your girlfriend or her lookalikes usually is, if nothing else, a lot less sterile.
Robin Williams is not my boyf. I know my boyf's Steam name.
If you ask me.
Whoa.
Decided time of death was 9 p.m. on the autopsy, but do you have a timeline for the rest of the night's events?
Can't trust much of what comes out of his mouth, but we've managed thanks to less biased sources.
Steam message
Oh,
from Oven. Hey, I think you accidentally left me on! That's funny! Sorry.
No worries. And we're pretty confident about what we've been able to piece together from their statements.
So they interviewed witnesses? Sounds eerily similar to real police work.
The suspect and his girlfriend were arguing loudly with one another starting around 8 p.m.
Neighbours were very clear about that part. Couldn't wait to tell us all about the happy couple's domestic problems.
Everyone in the building knew they'd been fighting for weeks.
As you probably gathered from what you saw in the arcs, there was a struggle. Furniture turned over, glass shattered. But things got quiet sometime before 9 p.m. And then, there's a gunshot.
Scrubbers are still scrubbing, looking for audio from the area to get a timestamp, but we heard from enough concerned citizens to be pretty damn sure about the time.
Right, emergency services got a burst of calls from the block shortly after 9 p.m. No one seemed to recognize the sound for what it was, but the silence that followed was pretty universally alarming.
Officers arrive on the scene at 9:08 p.m., establish a perimeter, enter through the open front door at 9:10 p.m., and then they find your client crouched over his dead girlfriend, his hand covered in her blood, at which point they move to secure the scene and the suspect.
Sorry, did you say his hand singular? We're on ads.
So we're on ads. Shit.
This game fucking rules.
Oh yeah. This is right.
Well, funny if you need to get water or use the bathroom. We got like a minute left on the ads, so.
I have water already.
I've got water.
Hi, Lila.
Hi.
Also, the music in this game slaps.
Oh yeah.
Most of it is just free assets for video games and not original, but there are a couple original songs, I think.
I was actually with London. I just like went for something, and then when what's it called, Fran popped on, I'm like, Hang on, this is just smaller, brattier London.
Part of my suggestion was I was going to suggest that because they wear the cap that they do, I was gonna be like, what if you gave them a Cockney accent? I didn't do it though.
I support this.
Uh,
Yeah, boyfriend from FNF does have blue hair, and I assume pronouns.
Everybody has pronouns.
that's true.
Yep. So the cybernetic arm, sorry, I was trying to click back into the window.
There
No worries.
is a backlog if you press L.
Oh, neat.
Your client's modded cybernetic, right on.
How modded are we talking about here?
Registered with a HOW 85 habilis, industrial grade looks like. Says he's spec for dexterous manipulation of up to class 4 KPA, which means a minimum grip strength of, well, basically, he could crush your neck without even gritting his teeth.
This game's color is so cool!
Considering a career change.
No, it's not that. Just... Your eye must be very sensitive for you to put the patch back on each time. And here I thought you just had a 14-year-old sense of fashion.
Think a cop would cover up her dominant eye because it was fashionable?
I actually thought the same thing the first time we met.
Yeah, she has a cool eye.
You what?
It's a prosthetic.
But
Also,
getting
how
back
would
on
anyone know it was her dominant eye? Even if she's right-handed, your hand dominantness and your eye dominantness are not always the same. But yeah, she has a prosthetic eye.
I think he's mainly just assuming that... I think they are mainly trying to say that they are assuming that she had a 14-year-old sense of fashion.
Yeah.
That arm of his has been in the shop for some time now. Can't work without it, and he got tight.
The arguing.
Yeah.
When did he put his arm in for repairs?
8 days before HK's first victim was killed.
Oh, no chance they'd be willing to chalk that up to coincidence.
The client was arrested on the scene after a preliminary scan found his fingerprints on the revolver. And no one else's.
Revolver. What kind?
The old kind. The real old kind.
More specifically, a Calver M54, 6-chambered, 10mm.
Calver. How retro.
Yet another half of it. We're talking steel chamber, real gunpowder, mechanical firing pin. And no tags.
No tags? How is that? Just how old are we talking here?
Yes, 24/7 location data, timestamp trigger pulse, safety's coded to owner biometrics.
Jesus Christ.
Last 3 decades, tags have made shooting crimes very unambiguous.
So you're claiming my client used some kind of antique to commit these crimes?
How else do you think he'd have gotten away with this 5 other times? If he tried to buy a gun legit, he'd probably fail the very first psych check. And even jailbroken pieces are only good for so long before update withdrawal sets in.
So then, M54, that's...
Full year 2054.
Sorry.
No worries.
A 30-year-old gun. Well, that sure complicates things, doesn't it?
In some ways, sure. But pre-tagging firearms are rare. Gotta be less than 1,000 of them left in the whole country, and fewer still compatible bullets.
The ammunition would have to be over 30 years old, too.
The novelty of this weapon has kept us in the dark so far. But now that we have our hands on it, it's gonna put them away for good.
Archive department complained loud as hell about how deep they had to dig, but with the protocols they found, the techs were able to match the rifling marks on all 6 bullets to the gun your client was found with.
Gun marks?
Bullets fired from guns that old are marked by the barrel shape.
So if all 6 bullets had the same rifling marks...
We know that they were all fired by the same gun.
It's not as plug and play as tags are, but it's equally precise science, I assure you. And if that's not damning enough, the spent casings from the other 5 shootings were still in the chamber.
Without even needing to reload.
The caliber your client was found with is the gun HK used to kill 6 women. No way to lawyer around that.
Untagged gun. Just being anywhere near a weapon like that could warrant your arrest. Being found by the police over a dead body with an untagged gun used at 5 other crime scenes is just... To summarize them, you believe that my client fought verbally, then physically with his girlfriend. That he retrieved this weapon and shot her?
Yeah, pretty much.
How did he look when the officers found him?
Guilty.
How was his affect?
Quiet, detached, stiff.
Not exactly the picture of a grieving partner.
That reaction may have lost him points with the cops, but beyond that, people react to loss in all kinds of unusual ways. And so long as the police are suspicious of you, there's no right way to grieve. Oh, one dialogue break.
Yep.
Checking my phone here, and I have to say, I've done a pretty admirable job of keeping the details of... You've done a pretty admirable job of keeping the details of HK's crime a secret. I'm so good at video game read.
Who could it read?
The less reputable sites are doing some real journalistic acrobatics trying to piece together a story.
Yeah, top 11 theories on who hurt HK was a real weighty read.
Not just journalists though, all kinds have been emboldened. The freaks that HK's managed to bring out of the woodwork in just a few weeks.
The freak, the one.
They found him.
Though. I mean, he's a genuine serial killer. Repeat offenders in general are an endangered species, but he's gotten away with.
We know what he's gotten away with.
Take a look around us, detective. National DNA Registry is robust enough that cases never go cold. Cameras on every street, a phone on every citizen. Violent crime at an all-time low and clearance rate at all-time highs.
But you gonna spout some alt-pol bullshit about invasion of privacy?
No, I'm not. People are safer now than at any other time in history, detectives. So when someone like the Heartbreak does come along...
Good point.
London's trying to look like he can laugh it off. But pressure from the higher-ups must be reaching its peak. Maybe they want, maybe need to see someone charged, and that makes them predictable.
Yeah, well, even if there's nothing standard about HK, Department SOP still dictates we starve the media for case details.
That way, when we do feed them, they're grateful for whatever scraps they get.
We can't take all the credit this time around. Homicide's tight-knit and tight-lipped, but it's not like there's much information for us to leak in the first place.
What implies that?
Because none of the shootings were caught on the opt-in crime surveillance system.
How is that even possible? I know there's some rough areas in the lower wards, but Optics is watching every other street in the entire city. You're saying you haven't seen this killer on camera once?
Think we'd have let him kill 6 people if we did?
I understand your concern, Mom, but Optics is only what it says in the name. Private surveillance system signing up to feed into the state security network. It's not perfect, just another one of the many public safety tools in our belt.
It's not meant to be perfect, it's meant to help us solve crimes, or at least act as a deterrent.
One would hope so. At chance, deterrents are for war rooms and board meetings. Anyone crazy or desperate enough to commit a crime in a city like this can care less about anything As vague as the consequences of their own actions. It's getting so bad. I need to get up and splash buckets of water soon.
It's like a safety blanket, one with very few holes left in it.
Not the safety blanket.
But it does have holes. Patching up those remaining holes takes effort, and that effort usually means rebooting the system. There's all kinds of technical details and digital bureaucracy involved. But the end result is that there are occasional localized blackouts. And the math used to schedule them is not impossible to predict.
Let's see.
Those windows of opportunity are small and short. Taking advantage of them requires specific knowledge. You'd need to be involved in law enforcement, pub data, or city planning.
They'd have mentioned it if my client was a cop, and he wouldn't have needed a public defender either. This file says it's modded for heavy mass manipulation, not tech interfacing, so that just leaves city planning. Does he work construction for the city? Nope.
Sorry, my mic was off. HKs only ever struck at times and locations where optics would be down. Even with the devil's own luck,
Oh my god, they said
can't
the
possibly
thing!
have
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know what game I'm in.
Is that of the devil? Wait, so you're saying when this woman was killed,
Yeah, there was a blackout from around 8 to 9 tonight, right on
Long.
schedule, so to speak, and it included the areas surrounding the victim's apartment.
well, what about DNA from other crime scenes? Was my client a match?
There's been no blood, no saliva, no suspect DNA at any of the crime scenes.
Does suspect DNA mean cum?
I was assuming, like, DNA from a suspect, rather than
enough.
DNA from the victim, like the victim's own blood.
I mean, I think
Amazing
he
that your
said
mind
suspect
jumped
like
immediately to cum.
he
Mhm.
italicized suspect, so I thought he meant suspect as in suspicious DNA.
Maybe. Could be either one.
Why
No,
quit
it
laughing
couldn't.
at me?
Absolutely
I'm
not.
gonna bite you.
Got cum on the
No
brain.
footage. No footage and no forensics.
Also, no moves, tampering, or witnesses. It's been like hunting a damn ghost. He didn't even have a murder weapon.
Till now.
Finally, a lucky break for the boys in blue. Go cops.
Scanners, cams, drones, forensics. No matter how you dress it up with tech, all detective work relies on one basic assumption. People make mistakes. HK is the kind of monster who doesn't make mistakes. Only reason we even caught him tonight was because he finished what he had set out to do all along.
So is my client on the list of suspects before tonight?
Aren't you listening? There was no list of suspects.
We questioned some X's, a few CIs. Someone even spoke to one or two unlisted at some point. Nothing came of it.
I got him.
You got him? Okay, nice.
There's talk about starting on some kind of psych eval or something, and I never expected much to come of that. There's just not enough there to work with.
In other words, the only thing they have, the only thing they could have to link my client to those killings, is the murder weapon. If I can jostle that keystone, then the rest of their case should start to come loose as well. Thanks for the chat, detectives. I think I understand the background well enough now. Candidly, I see the same strokes you do, and the picture it paints isn't pleasant. But even so, it seems a bit unrefined to be brought before a judge, don't you think?
Hey, it's only our job to catch the bastard. The DA is the one who gets the conviction. Besides, we're not exactly gonna have to work hard to convince anyone of his guilt.
And why is that?
Because we found a handwritten confession at his desk.
Oh, That's, unexpected. I'm sorry, you're now telling me that he wrote a confession? Has it been verified?
Not yet. We have to muscle past everyone in fraud and disinfo to get to the front of that line.
Why bother? The note's covered in his fingerprints.
There's a copy in the discovery data, but I should warn you. Doesn't exactly make for light reading.
I'll have to, I'll have to manage somehow. I need to see this confession myself.
I'm the accused, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry for everything. Can't say it enough. Didn't mean to hurt you or do what I did. Did not want any of it to happen. Can't stay in control when I get mad. When I'm not in control, I hurt people without meaning to. Wish I hadn't broken them. Didn't mean to at first, but I was hurting. Wanted you to hurt too, but didn't want to hurt you. Words aren't enough. I see that now. I'll take responsibility and do what I've been avoiding. Please forgive me.
What the fuck? That was difficult to read. Barely legible, in fact.
Well, got a spin on that?
No need.
The confession.
Not a confession that he signed, though. Is it?
Not yet.
And not one he intends to sign anytime soon, considering that he asked for representation.
Yeah, the most wanted man in the city asked for a lawyer and got you. Guess you're both lucky.
Hardly. I just happened to be awake when the call went out. But I'm not so flush with work that I can afford to turn tail now. If you don't mind, I'd like to go ahead and speak with my client. What? He's not still handcuffed in there, is he?
Look, Counselor, with all due respect, we have strong evidence pointing to the man being responsible for 6 murders. 2 hours or so in handcuffs isn't cruel or unusual. And that's for your safety as well.
It's kind of you to worry, but I doubt I'll be in any danger.
He'd killed 6 women.
None of them were redheads. Seriously, though, I'd like to speak with him alone now.
Also, he doesn't have a gun and he has one arm.
Camera's off, if you don't mind.
Mike's on or off is your call, Counselor. But we'll be watching the feed from right outside in case anything happens. And the cuff, that is, stay on.
That worried about me? How chivalrous.
Yeah, my armor's practically shining. Blinding, bloody hell.
Gross. I'll start up the unlock cycle.
Counselor, just one last word of advice. If you have any interest in his well-being, I'd suggest you help him sign that confession.
Bad idea. I do get paid either way. What's the defense part of defense attorney? Is it just for show detective?
I mean it. 6 people dead is one thing, but he's also caused weeks of widespread terror and public unrest. Putting it another way, he's made the state look bad. That's a capital crime if there ever was one. And even if the death penalty's not actually on the table these days, I can guarantee he's not gonna like whatever rehabilitation plan they draw up for him. Look, I've seen the virtual work release program in person and it's
Being challenged before the Supreme Court.
yeah, sometime in the next decade, maybe. Just remember, a plea deal might feel like a loss for you, but if it keeps him from... well, that's probably a win for your client, right?
Prison sentences are generally lighter for those who plead guilty, that much is true. It saves the courts a great deal of time and money, and they show their gratitude with reduced sentencing. But no one will ever be grateful towards the heartbreak killer. Anyone convicted for killing 6 people, they'll never rest their mind another day in their life. 3:35 a.m., June 5th, 2086. Okay, can we take a small break here? While I
Yeah.
splash some water on my face and maybe go get some food from the convenience store.
That long a break, huh?
I need to take a walk. I don't want to fall asleep. Also, you have to put Lila on the BRB screen.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Ugh. I know, Del. I know. Hydrate or dehydrate. How are you enjoying of the devil so far, chat? No, it is not walkies. I'm going to kill you.
Sounds like walkies.
Lila, get her.
No.
Lila, Capri, get her.
No. Sounds like walkies.
What the fuck? What the fuck
Yay,
is wrong?
walkies! I'm gonna go use the bathroom, so I'll be back in a minute. Maybe I'll get a snack
Alright,
too.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take that walk. Lila, interchange chat and make sure nobody kills each other.
You got it. Hi,
Son
chat.
of a bitch.
How's it been going? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's excellent. Probably one of the best written games I've played ever, really. Definitely top 5. Good argument for being the best. Although it's not over. Thank you. You know, that's not a voice I get to pull out often. Although, it is one I tend to use for goblins and TTRPGs, basically. Oh, now you're reminding me of Charlie and Lola. That was... Oh, that's a blast from the past. Oh, Charlie and Lola was a British TV series about these two kids, an older brother named Charlie and a younger sister called Lola. You know what? Let me get a picture to put in stream share. There's also some children's books, and it had a very unique style. Well, I say unique. The illustrator's done other books and the like. Where should I put it? Stream share, there it is. It is. The main episode I remember from a kid was the one about them going to the library. They'd open up these pop-up books and they'd walk around in the environment, which looked really fun because obviously they're paper cutouts themselves. And then they're walking through a pop-up book, and there was one part of it which was cherry blossoms. So even though this is 17 years ago, I remember those cherry blossoms very distinctly.
Back, I got got some chips. We probably can't really start playing the game again until Kitsy gets back because she's voicing the main character.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll snack and chat.
Yeah.
I should have run an ad while I was in the bathroom.
That would have been a good choice.
I'll run one now because we got 30 minutes left till another ad. They're blue corn chips. Anyway, ad time.
Blue corn chips?
Uh-huh. They're made with blue corn.
Never heard. I've never heard of that in my life. London's voice is starting to seep into my own, I just realized.
I'll put in stream share, I guess. Blue
Oh,
corn.
wow. Interesting. Itzy is trying to steal your spot for playing Emma. Wow, Null, really? I don't know if Null can hear us right now. Oh.
We have blue corn yummy. I can't. Well, actually, I can run another ad.
Ooh.
Might as well.
You hear that, chat?
Oh wait,
Yeah,
the
you get
ad failed
covered.
to run because the channel recently ran a commercial and is on cooldown. 6 minutes left.
You're safe for now, chat.
No, it's not like blue Takis. They're not blue for artificial reasons. They're blue because it's blue corn.
What are Takis?
Takis are a snack that are frequently spicy, but not all the varieties are spicy. Let's see. What are they actually fucking made of? Probably corn. Is Takis healthy or not? No. Okay, they're rolled tortilla chips. So you're familiar with Doritos, right?
Yes.
So Doritos are corn chips that they're fried and they're coated in lots of flavor stuff. Takis are very similar, but instead of being in a triangle shape, they are a tortilla that's rolled up and fried. So they end up with kind of a straw shape.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. They are usually spicy, but not always. Ooh, lemon lime? That sounds really good, actually. I would love to try a lemon lime Dorito. I've never seen it, though.
No, nor have I.
I mean, the Takis Fuego flavor is probably the one I see the most, and it's pretty spicy.
Okay. What's Fuego?
Fuego means fire in Spanish.
Oh, gotcha.
It's hot chili pepper and lime, so it's probably a lot like there's this one seasoning that I believe is Mexican, that is like a chili pepper and lime kind of a seasoning. Me as fuck, Del. I wouldn't know what Takis taste like because I've never had them myself because most of the varieties are spicy and I don't deal with heat very well, unfortunately. They do have a cheese flavor that they market as intense but not spicy, so I could try that if I wanted to. But why would I try something new when I love Cool Ranch Doritos? The blue ones are the best ones.
Okay, now there's like a ringing I can hear, but I don't know if
that
it's.
would be the. Let me. I'll just turn off the volume for a little bit.
Huh.
Go away.
Yes, that is a I guess the idea is that's gonna just play for a bit to unnerve you a little without you noticing it.
Yeah, it's just
But if you
ambient
just
noise.
stay on that screen,
Ghost pepper and habanero, damn. What about Carolina Reapers? Oh yeah, lots of things that are spicy or sour will give you like holes or ulcers in your mouth.
Hmm.
Not like giant gaping holes, but it does damage the skin.
Mm.
Capsaicin's an irritant, and acid is it's acid.
Yeah. Actually went to a very nice Pakistani restaurant the other day, and they had some really nice curry, and it was quite spicy. It was really good.
I don't think I've ever had Pakistani. I've had Thai and Indian.
Mhm.
Never Pakistani.
Yeah, it was a really nice place. They had they had these little brochures, I'd say, but they were small. On the tables that were just telling you about the history of the restaurant. And so they've got a picture of the guy who founded the restaurant. And the picture is labeled him getting his visa to come to Ireland, which I was like, oh, that's sweet. Mhm.
I went to an Indo-Pak grocery store once because it was next. So, kind of a little bit of a long story. My mom ordered food from a nearby Chinese restaurant, but she got the name wrong. There's like two restaurants with kind of similar names, one close to us, and one kind of far away in the opposite direction. So we roll up to the first one and we're like, hey, where's our food? And they're like, I don't know. We didn't get an order. So I tell my mom, hey, did you order from the right restaurant? She didn't. We had to go across town. And I was feeling car sick and horrible. So we get the food. And next to the restaurant is this Indo-Pak or Indian and Pakistani, I guess, grocery store. And I go and I get a bottle of water and I go to the counter to pay. And he's like, what? No, water is free. As if this is just obvious. I was like, even though I'm not even buying anything, and he's like, yeah. My boyfriend bought some MSG because they had some, and he'd been looking for it, but they don't sell it in American grocery stores. And the guy's like, you know what this is? And my boyfriend's like, yeah, that's why I'm buying it. And half of the store was just filled with cricket supplies.
Brilliant. As in the sport?
Huh? Yeah, the sport.
Brilliant. Excellent.
India loves cricket. My
I know this actually.
one of my bosses, he's Indian and he would always be looking at like cricket scores on his computer at work.
I have some Australian cousins, and every time they come over, we play some cricket, which it's not really a thing here, but
Cricket like the game, no. I swear it's more popular in
game.
India than in England, where it's fucking from.
No, I bet.
Yeah, cricket like the game.
Mhm.
I think it'll let me run an ad again and Kitsu's still not back. Wahoo money!
Alright. I need to keep an ear out for the water boiler, but I am back.
Okay, I just started another ad.
Okay, cool. I just started the water boiler before I sat down.
Still eating my chips.
What's your boiling water for?
I got Gatorade, my coffee crackers, and 2 things of ramen. And they didn't have the mild ramen, so I have to eat the spicy stuff.
Sorry, do you mean a kettle?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, it's kettle.
Okay.
I've called in an electric kettle, and Zappy's like, no, it's a water boiler. And I'm like, that's the same thing.
Getting an ad for HyperX Omen laptops, and all of them have Genshin on the screen. My feelings about Genshin are no longer positive.
Hadn't
Nope.
been for a while.
I'm like, I like some of your characters, and you were important in my life, but the colorism.
Oh
got-
yeah, no.
I never got over Natlan. I was like,
Yeah, it is
finally,
egregious.
I was like, finally, some African characters. I can be represented in one of my favorite games. Get fucked. No, you can't.
Ugh.
I'm gonna finish up my chippies.
I really hope the fucking kettle goes off soon so that I can wrap my shit.
Hey Del, the only insects that need a little ball to roll around is dung beetles.
That
Mhm.
ball is made of their and other creatures' own shit.
I think they would play with another ball if you gave it to them.
That's probably true.
Hi.
Everybody's
You
got
give
the
them,
capacity
like-
to do something or the other.
You give them like a really big pill bug. See what happens.
Isopod.
Okay.
Isopod.
Okay, so bad news.
The bad news.
Can't find my fucking chopsticks.
What?
It's fine, I have extras, but these were the chopsticks I'm looking for were technically an anniversary gift. God. So where the fuck is my phone?
Well, I'm sure they'll turn up.
I don't think ants would know what to do with ball, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, but wouldn't it be fun to watch?
Oh, anything's fun to watch if you're bored enough.
If it wasn't food ball, they would probably just ignore it.
Anything's fun to watch
What
if
do
you're bored enough. Why do you think people come here? Got
For our amazing personalities. Well, your amazing personalities. I'm a surprise.
You are a surprise. Hello, surprise. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Where
Well,
the fuck are
thank
my
you. Have
chopsticks? This shit's gonna drive me crazy.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna be able to relax until I find them, and I know I'm not gonna be able to find them in a timely manner.
Hmm.
It's fine. I have backup chopsticks. We're good.
I know.
And there's the kettle. All right, let me go grab the
Yeah.
kettle. Worst timing imaginable.
For our two large personalities.
I don't know what Dell's referring to.
I have two very large personalities.
Ah.
I was only half paying attention, but I read that and I was like, time to make a boobs joke.
That's incredible.
Apologies, chat. Apologies, chat, but a girl has to eat.
Hmm.
Mouse pad, like, no, that's backwards. Big trackball, like, no, big trackpad, like mouse ball. Fuck! No, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
It's like I didn't realize that was from the game, and I thought you were just messing with something that made that noise.
Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Oh, hey, it's a guy.
A whole guy? I should probably take this minute to go, Sorry, is, Kizu, are you, ready? Or not? I think Kitsy's still looking for this.
Okay, she might still be working on stuff. If you need a minute, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was just thinking that I might as well use the bathroom now instead of
Yeah,
later.
you should do that. Back to the BRB screen.
That's taken care of. This goes here. I put my headphones back on.
Oh man, and of the devil, that's rare. London was on screen, like... Okay, it's been a little while because we've been Be Right Backing, but London was right there.
London was on screen for quite some time.
Yeah, London's right there.
I'm back. I'm back and I still can't find my fucking chopsticks.
Wow.
Later. Focus on it later, Nora.
Depressed human Metaton?
Somebody please tell me to relax and look for these shits later. Because I'm not going to listen to myself.
Just relax. As long as you have something to eat with, you don't need those chopsticks right now. They can't have gone far.
You're right.
Of course I am.
Shut it. Okay. I am recentering. I am normal. I am back. Hello.
Hi. Is it effective to head pat yourself? I guess a little.
Not through the headphones.
Check out the extras, and one of them is very trans. Fun. Probably after, like...
After.
Yeah, after chapter.
Like after we... Oh. Nope, found him. I'm incredible. I wasn't actively looking for them. I was just getting up to adjust my fan and I found them.
Hell yeah.
I'm so good at sex. Capri, verify how good at sex I am.
I wouldn't really know. A billion? No, there's only like 3 out right now and 1 that you can wish list because it's not out yet.
A billion chapters of the devil. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm afraid the trans extra is only after you've completed episode 1.
No.
It's not yet.
There are currently 3 chapters of Of the Devil out.
0 to 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Saps isn't here to confirm how good at sex you are. It's fine. Capri knows. I haven't had sex with Capri. I've just told her entirely too intimate details of my sex life. These are the things that happen when you have a trans autistic girl as a best friend.
Truly
For
it
six-
is.
For 6 straight years.
Hehe.
Girl, we are still on the BRB screen.
Are we ready now?
Yes, I said that multiple times.
Oh shit. Okay.
Dad,
Fun.
you didn't need me. I won't have a line for like a while. You could have just started.
If you're sure.
It's depressing as hell in here. They need to liven this place up. Carla's flat, right? Hope you don't mind if I get comfortable. We've got a lot to cover. But this shouldn't take all night.
What are you... Look, I already told you people. I didn't...
I'm not a cop, Carlos. Furthest thing from it. I'm a lawyer. Your lawyer, in fact. And I'm here to help you.
Yeah, well, they said that too. All of them did. Back there and here, kept repeating it the whole ride over. They said that they were going to help me, that they knew this was all a mistake. Then they said that I killed, acting like they were on my side, and they thought that I could have...
It's not their job to help you, Carlos. But it is mine, and I'm here now. He's still in shock. I need more information, but if I approach this the wrong way, he'll just clam up even more. I'm sure you're exhausted. It's probably difficult to think, let alone speak. But I'd like you to try and answer a few questions.
Lisa already...
Questioned you, I'm sure. But they were treating you as a suspect, not as a client.
Okay, so what do you want to know?
Everything. Let's start with something simple, something mundane, grounded, and rote. I'd like to know a bit more about you first, Carlos. Something like, what line of work are you in?
I'm with City Engineering. Or I was, or I should be.
As I thought, the police must be convinced he mapped the optics blackouts using the data he stole from work. Fuck.
My arm, I got it slotted for the job. And,
Carlos, I'm gonna need more than that. So what do I know? He works in City Engineering, not a desk job. Rhea said he was modded for work, and that arm must be in custody at the moment, but based on his shoulder, it'd have to be pretty... utilitarian? He doesn't strike me as the type who's enamored with the aesthetics of modding. The young and the restless and the rich, swapping in neon and chrome limbs like the way... because they like the way it looks, Jesus. Got there eventually. Or the way it makes other people start looking at them. No, he's pragmatic, grounded, and very unlucky. This bitch is... what is his name? Larry Butts. In which case...
No, don't say that about flats.
I should be too. You know, my brother wanted to mod. You have
Really?
a brother? Really? I don't even have a brother.
yeah. She'll lie. She'll lie all the damn
Yeah.
time.
He had everything planned out, a whole career path of promotions and bonuses and the upgrades they'd afford him. Then came his 18th birthday present, test results politely informing him that he's not a viable candidate.
That sucks.
I think he felt relieved, actually. Seemed like it was a weight off his chest. Like he was glad that he didn't have to choose. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I think it does. I always figured if I'd start at all, I'd start small. A hand or an eye, test the water. Never thought about lobbing my whole damn arm off, but the recruiter was enthusiastic. He said, because of the NCDA, there was financial aid and resources. Of course, that got shit-canned, so now me and every other modder is royally screwed. Couldn't even let me keep the tax credit.
The New Citizens with Disabilities Act was amended, not repealed. But I doubt he'd appreciate the distinction at the moment.
I actually have a theory about what's it called, the lie she told. Her best friend is in the next case, and they mention he's not viable for mods. So my thinking is that is an actual thing that happened with him that she just repurposed a little.
Interesting maneuver, Morgan. Also, Capri, I did notice that you clicked on a dialogue option that made the other one shrink behind. Maybe they all did. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter. Because we're past it already.
I worked in
Also,
Trader Spaces, the high volt... What?
I was gonna say you should save in case your computer crashes. Because I know your history with The Sims.
That's just because The Sims is a pile of spaghetti code, but yeah, fair enough.
The Sims is out for blood.
It's specifically The Sims 3. It crashed on her last night and she lost like 3 to 4 hours of work.
It was so sad. Nothing like crazy happened, but still annoying.
And I was like, "This is your fault."
There is a mod to remind you to save every whatever increment of time, so maybe I should download that one again.
Fucking Monami Danganronpa 2. Don't forget to save frequently.
Yeah, The Sims probably does have some serious memory leaks. I have some mods to improve the performance of the game. But they can't fix everything, and they might make some things worse. It's kind of hard to tell.
I thought you were going to say there was a mod that made autosaving, but no, it's just like, hey.
No, it makes a pop-up where you can then choose to save as, or just not save. Because sometimes things happen and you have to go back to a previous save, so an autosave could become a problem.
Is that?
It's Daisy.
Oh, it's Daisy.
Hello, Daisy. Hello. I
Hello.
have got to turn Daisy up.
I don't think we have anybody for you to voice today, but if you want to hang out, that's fine.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yippee! Yeah, Daisy's really quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
No
Daisy, Daisy, this is our friend Lila. She's British. Lila, this is my friend Daisy. She's gay.
Okay, nice to meet you, Lila.
Nice to meet you too. I'm not really British. I just have a British accent.
Daisy, can you speak again? Let me see if I've got your levels correct.
Is that any better?
Well, I have you at 200% and I can hear you now.
Yay! I could also
Yay.
try hooking up my proper microphone. That might help.
Probably.
Warn me before you do that. So
I'll
I
go
can
ahead
turn
and
you
do
back
that.
down and you don't blast. I'm gonna
Blast
put you
out our
back at
ears.
100. Perfect middle. And then I'll adjust
Okay.
it as needed. Alright, I work the tighter spaces, the high volt environments, mostly canopy upkeep. Typical stuff for modders, you know?
He's speaking freely now. Don't need to do much more than repeat his words back to him to keep him talking. But the right word choice here or there can still make a difference. You work on the canopy. You must be under a lot of pressure.
This one's unlocked, so.
Yeah, because of the article we read.
Yeah.
You must be under a lot of pressure now that the subways are cordoned off.
Damn straight. And this crap with Long, once word got out that the case against him was real, every desk job in the chain became terrified of their own shadow. All of them convinced that internal affairs is going to come knocking if they misplace so much as a paperclip. Everything by the book means no room for compromise, no room for problem solving.
No room for engineering.
Yeah. And no patience for screw-ups.
And no, this isn't the cat. That's very clearly a dragon. Right there.
It's
He's
kind of a
trying very
shitty
hard.
image. It's MS Paint. I don't blame him.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
We have a
Oh,
design
I
in
didn't have stream.
progress.
I didn't have stream open, so I was like, "What are you on about? What dragon?"
Yeah, Daisy's little Poogie is a shitty MS Paint dragon person.
It's very cute.
Did
Shitty
we ever send you
affectionate.
the full update? Did we ever send you the full updated design? I don't think we did.
I don't know, but we'll do that later.
Later. He's trying very hard not to look at his shoulder. Why aren't you wearing your prosthetic right now, Carlos?
Yeah, that. Rejection issues starting last month. A lot of sleepless nights.
Rejection. Did the therapy not take?
It's not like that. I wasn't oozing pus out of my sockets or anything.
Then do these rejection issues have anything to do with your scars?
Not in the way you're thinking. I'm right-handed.
So those cuts on his face are just from shaving?
Never thought this would go on so long I'd have to relearn how to do everything. I mean, the problem started small. Trembling, then spasms. Just oversensitivity, they said. An easy fix.
But the problem got bigger.
Couldn't let it get that far. You need to be able to trust your own hands when you're on the job site. Drop a cutter at the wrong moment and people could get hurt. So I sat down, made an appointment, turned on my arm, and watched my case get placed at the back of the damn line.
Where did you turn it in?
Oh,
Some
wait.
mass turnaround chop shop with a waiting list like you wouldn't.
Believe, probably. It doesn't sound like you're a happy customer.
Hell no! I found a dozen other clinics with shorter wait times, but as long as I'm renting and not owning,
The manufacturer decides where your arm gets maintenance.
that's why I'm sitting here with this expensive-ass stump for a shoulder. I haven't been able to work in weeks. Bosses were generous enough to say my position might still be there when I've got 2 working arms again.
You can buy or rent a replacement yourself just in the meantime.
I serve at the pleasure of the state, and they've got exclusivity contracts with Hindi, all locked up white-knuckle tight.
Indy? How Industries? As I recall, he's registered with one of their Bellis models.
If I took one step on site with uninsured tech, forget the fines, I'd lose the down payment and my arm, and I'd never work in this city again. If this was last quarter, maybe I could have worked something out with management, but like I said, no one's sticking their neck out for anyone now that Long's in Depot shit.
You mentioned discomfort. Are you in pain?
Pain will come and go. It's the itches that'll kill you. And the phantoms come back pretty fast when I don't have anything arm-shaped
The
attached to me.
The phantoms come back when I don't sleep for too long. Didn't they give you something to wear in the meantime? Something the clinics lend out for cases like this?
What they gave me is a deadweight, 3-jointed landfill-bait piece of shit. Sorry, it's a very shitty feeling having a part of your body that you know they cut corners on. It fits, it's compatible, technically. I can slot it in and feel on balance again. But the fingers don't even bend, and the quick twitch motors are way off. It's like walking around with your arm asleep, or dead.
So, were you wearing it when... Were you wearing it when you were arrested?
No, I wasn't. But I'm pretty sure I saw the police bagging it as evidence, so can't have gotten too far.
So, Detective Reyes was being quite literal about how he was found. He had the victim's blood on his left arm only, because at the time in question, he didn't even have a right. No inconsistencies in the story so far, and he's opened up about as well as can be expected. But this has all just been a warm-up for both of us. Now comes the delicate part. Carlos, you and the victim were romantically involved. How long did you two know each other?
Right. I've known her since college. We shared a few classes, some mutual friends, always got along. Eventually, we just got together at some point. Guess I never actually asked her out the real formal way. Sounds pretty cowardly saying that out loud. Diane, she was in genetics. Focused her studies on agriculture.
It always takes them a few tries to get used to using past tense.
Just finished her post-grad work this year. Got hired right out the gate. Practically headhunted. Can you believe that?
Practically headhunt. Oh, sorry.
That was me!
Guys, it looked red!
Of course she was. Any company'd be lucky to have her. I'm like... It was a real-ass job. Paid real-ass money, too.
So her career was starting to pan out. Right as yours had fallen into the mother of all slumps. Or if you're hired.
Pedigree? No, Perigee Laboratories. I say that like the name matters. The whole setup's under Harco's umbrella.
That doesn't narrow it down. The Harvest Corporation grows a third of the soybeans and corn in the entire country. One client that size, the lab wouldn't need any others. Now, no corporation earns the mega prefix without a little throat cutting, but Harco is about as tame as big business can get. Predictable like the seasons. No one's gonna buy that they had some lab tech murdered because of corporate greed. Had she adjusted well to her new job?
Yeah, they loved having her there.
She never mentioned arguments or disputes. Corporate politics getting rough?
I don't think so. Not like I've been a good listener lately, but I never got the impression that she... Look, no one I know could do this to her, and there's nothing she could have done that would deserve what happened to her.
It was a long shot, hoping for a disgruntled character from her past to shift blame onto. Oh, no other suspect. I can't just reshuffle the detective's suspicions. I'll have to disprove their argument entirely. Thank you, Carlos. That was very helpful.
It was?
Now, I'd like you to try and tell me whatever you can about what happened tonight.
Oh.
Start at the beginning, and take your time. The details are important.
Alright, Miss,
Morgan.
I'll try, Morgan.
When you're ready.
We were arguing. We had been arguing a lot lately. Arguing about stupid stuff. I haven't been working, haven't been making money, haven't been pulling my weight. I was mad at myself, but more than that, I was jealous of her. Jealous over nothing. Jealous over goddamn money.
Reports say you were arguing around 8 p.m.?
8? Yeah, must have been when we started. We got into it, and I said a lot of things that I shouldn't have. And I said one thing that I really, really shouldn't have. I crossed a line and we both knew it, so I left.
You left?
Yeah, walked out the front door. Thought some fresh air might help me cool off. Help me figure out what to say to make it up to her. Of course, the air wasn't fresh, just humid, thick like mud. While I was pissing away the time, Diane was...
Did you bring your phone with you, or any other electronics?
No. I kind of stormed off. Didn't even take my key fobs. Didn't even lock the door behind me.
His optics down, traffic and street level cameras won't help him. That leaves. Did you go through a checkpoint or talk to anyone with modded eyes? Did you buy anything, cash or credit?
No, not even a vending machine.
Not even a damn vending machine, huh? I may have met my match. How can anyone be this unlucky? That's quite unfortunate.
I just wanted quiet at the time. Wanted to wallow in it, really. Sorry if I don't have the details straight. My head is... But if my exact route would help, the cams probably... What? What is it? Optics was what? Can that even happen?
Frequently. And there was no other proof you were out at the time Diane was killed. I mean, you've got no alibi.
This isn't... This can't... Listen, I didn't do this. I couldn't...
Carlos. I'm the one person you don't have to try and convince. After all, I'm your lawyer. So let's just get it all out there and see what we've got to work with.
Right.
I would kiss Flat, but unfortunately he reminds me too much of my ex, and I don't want to date anyone else that unlucky. That's very funny.
Amazing.
Now, you say you left to clear your head. What made you come back?
I came back because I heard a noise. A loud noise. Didn't know what it was. But it was loud and it scared me. It came from the direction of our apartment. I was walking back at first, but at some point I must have started running because when I got back I was so out of breath, and when I saw that the front door was open, something dropped in my chest and my lungs wouldn't...
You live on the first floor, right?
Yeah, first floor apartment, street facing entrance. We were proud of that when we first moved in, like it was some kind of big deal. In the hallway I saw her, but I didn't realize... I never thought that she was... The lights were off, the whole room was a mess. I thought we'd been robbed, or she'd fallen, or there was broken glass, furniture knocked over. She was... I called her name. She didn't move. I checked her pulse, and she was still warm. Her blood was warm. I saw the gun. Oh wait, that was you actually. And I saw...
Gun. The gun.
It looked so heavy, but I thought it had to be fake because I didn't want it to be real.
Is that why you picked it up?
What? Pick it up? I didn't touch that thing. I didn't shoot her, damn it!
Doing what I do, you hear a lot of lies. White lies, blatant lies, hasty lies. Bad lies, especially. For me, it's always been easy to spot a lie. But it can be hard to know what to do about it. I have all the proof I need in my files, but he's nervous and defensive. And none of this works if he doesn't trust me. You did touch the gun, Carlos. That's just a fact, and we know because of your prints. It's a fact that your fingerprints are on that gun.
What? But I didn't do this. I wasn't thinking. I was just...
Carlos, all I'm saying is that you picked it up. That's all.
You believe me if I said I didn't realize it was a gun?
That'd explain how his prints got on the gun. But not in a way that would satisfy the police. Still, all they did was hold the gun.
That's
So
stupid. I know what a gun looks like. Seeing it in my own home, right in front of...
You were in shock, Carlos. You still are.
Police came in sometime after that. I don't remember much of what they said. things started moving fast, it seemed like. The rest of my night went probably the way you'd expect.
What, you went out and had a beer? Carlos, you admit to having a verbal argument with Diane, but you said you were surprised to see the room trashed when you got back. To clarify, you're saying that the two of you never had a physical fight?
What? Physical? We never fought like that. Did the police say we did?
They assumed as much. Which means they had also assumed the room was disheveled well before the shooting occurred. Considering what Carlos had told me, what else did they assume?
What is it?
I'd like you to take a look at something for me. The crime scene.
Oh,
It's an AR module built from data taken as the police entered, so
right. It's just that.
it's just data, Carlos. No grisly details.
Okay. Let me see it.
Take your time.
You
So,
took it.
Daisy, this setting is fucked.
All
It's a
right.
sci-fi setting. It's a sci-fi setting, which means
Specifically cyberpunk.
everything is awful. Everything is
Sci-fi can be
awful.
utopia. Like Star Trek, they have a socialist utopia. This
Oh,
is
yay.
cyberpunk, which means capitalist hellscape.
Your phone. There's now so many devices that your phone leaves behind little crumbs wherever you walk, and the government is always watching.
Yeah, phones talk to nearby devices and leave what are called crumbs, probably derived from cookies, like on websites, so that they know that like two people walked past each other because of the crumbs of their phones interacting.
User data, baby.
Yeah, user data. Anyway, alright, I think I've got it.
That's how the police found things. Now close your eyes and think back to the room looked when you left. Try and focus on what's out of place.
Alright.
I'll take notes. You just say whatever comes to mind.
I don't remember exactly where everything was, but the mirror was upright, of course, and that clock was still on the wall. The chair got knocked over at some point, and the bed got tossed, the cushions torn, and the urn fell. Other than that... No, sorry, that's all that stands out to me.
I see. Like so? What's wrong? Something out of place? Carlos, you need to trust your instinct. If anything
I haven't
seems
seen that
off,
sparkle.
don't be afraid to
I haven't-
speak up.
I haven't seen that sparkle over her eye before.
Morgan's so proud of her drawing.
It's just, I guess I just assumed your notes would be making edits to the AR.
Oh. I suppose that works too.
Sorry, I didn't mean... I
Oh,
think
yeah,
your drawing was
Morgan's-
pretty good, considering...
Morgan's also a chain smoker in the year 2086. Which is incredible. I'd like to change the subject now, Carlos.
Right.
Let's talk about the letter that was found on your desk.
Letter? What do you mean?
I mean this letter here. Do you recognize it? Because the police are calling it a confession.
A confession? This is just a note to self.
Pardon?
Look, when we fight, I lose my temper, say things I don't mean to. This morning, I tried writing things down so I'd have a script to stick to, so I could apologize
Hi,
to her
Zappy.
instead of just fighting with her.
Zappy's here.
Hi,
Hi,
Zaps.
Zappy.
I
Hello.
have
Hello,
to
chat.
adjust everything because there's so many people here.
Mm-hmm.
Calypso Zappernack. Oh god, Dell's losing their mind.
Oh, what's happening? Wait. I need to look.
Oh my god.
They'll just said,
What?
Zappy!
Mm-hmm. Da 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 da.
I know, I saw the line. I was waiting for Zaps to get her shit together. Carlos,
We're getting together.
you say in the note that you hurt them.
That's I broke her fidget tubbies.
Her what? Her what?
Her fidget tubbies. They're these collectible ceramic character things. They're supposed to be like tactile. Use them as paperweights or conversation starters.
Conversation starters?
She loves
Fidget tubbies,
loves
yeah.
those little things.
I think
Not
I
worth a
watched
damn.
Joy play this.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, fidget tubby theme.
Lock him up, I've seen enough. Execution. Did you go back and listen to it at some point? I want to
I
know.
would
Yes.
not own a fidget tubby.
I don't think I'd own a fidget tubby, not in the place that I
would
currently
not.
live.
I
No, I
might
don't.
one if I really like it, and if it reminds
Fidget
me of someone I
tubbies
know. but-
are analogous to Labubu.
Oh,
Okay, then definitely no.
These are
A
just
what?
future
Labubus didn't exist.
Labubus.
Labubus didn't
I
exist
don't know
when
what a
this came out.
Labubu
Come
is.
on.
I mean,
They're
it's not like
stupid
Labubus
collector
are
toys.
the only thing to become very popular as just a little useless thing. There's been so many over time where they're collectible and they're going to be worth so much because they're collectible, and then none of them are worth literally anything in 10 years because you can find them everywhere.
Mhm.
Like Beanie Babies. Anyway, Labubu is just the currently culturally relevant analogy. There's
Ugh.
so many.
Let me search it up.
Anyway, they're not worth
Awful.
a damn. You can buy them at any flea market or garage sale, but they meant a lot to her. So this is actually not like Labubus. Labubus are too currently relevant.
They are Beanie Baby-ish. I
Yeah,
think.
it's like Beanie Babies, or there's this specific brand of figurines
But these things are awful.
with these little like cherubic like children characters that are like little angels with big heads and cute
I thought-
eyes that are
For a
based
second, I thought
on
you were
this.
talking about Calico Critters.
No, not calico critters. They're like ceramic statuettes, and they're usually
my
like
mother
angels
collects
or little
those.
children doing cute things, and they're based on this one artist's work, but they're mass produced, and they were very popular for a while. So they're more like those, I think.
Rough.
I can't remember what they're called. I'll have to find them later. And I broke them. I mean, I was pissy at the time, but that goddamn piece of shit rental arm, I hardly know where I'm swinging it half the time. Got so angry I just ripped it off and tossed it in my room. That cheap, dusty, worthless...
Okay, let's say he did break her Frigiduckies with his replacement arm. What does that change? Nothing. At the moment. There's not enough detail in the note for me to prove what his intent was when he sat down to write it. But if the police insist on claiming it's a confession for the Heartbreak killings anyway...
Couldn't even bother to sweep them up. I felt so...
Alright, Carlos. Thanks for answering my questions. Now I'm going to call the police back in here and I'm going to get this cleared up for you.
What? That's it?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Me when I'm a fucking pediatrician. Although, before I do that, I do have to ask... What do you know about the Heartbreak Killer? Morgan's
Heartbreak?
normal.
You mean that psycho that was trending all month? I mean, as much as anyone, I guess. I haven't been getting out much, but I'm sure everybody's on edge with a guy like that out there. He shoots people through the heart, right?
Police have kept the victim's appearances away from any... Yeah, the victim's appearances away from any obscene sources. So unless he was already following the murders, Carlos wouldn't notice resemblance to his girlfriend.
I mean, she was shot in the chest, but that's just... doesn't mean anything, does it?
If he's this slow on the uptake, it's going to be a real shock when those officers walk in here and accuse him of being a serial killer. I'll just have to squash that theory. As quickly and definitively as possible. I fucking love the shit out of Morgan. I love her, I love her, I love her.
Since
4
we
a.m.
got 2 extra people here, does anyone want to take Reyes? I think somebody said that it's a very zappy character, Reyes.
It is.
Zappy, would you like to voice?
I'm
Okay, 'cause-
tired. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That's okay.
I'm also on my phone, and it keeps when I try to go and do something else. It keeps making it go sideways and I can't read anything on the screen.
Oh
So
yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
fair.
have to-
Yeah, you shouldn't voice
that
it.
happens. That happens a lot. You just have to restart the Discord if you want to fix that. I'm sorry, hon.
yeah,
He's also tired, not
regardless,
gonna voice anyway.
I'm sorry.
That's alright.
It's okay, babe.
No worries.
I didn't realize you could smoke in here.
Technically, I can smoke wherever I want. For a fee. $3,000, huh?
I guess so.
3000 C.
Nervous? Don't be. I'm the one who's on the clock.
Right, I'm sure this isn't your first time doing this.
No, of course not. It will be my first homicide defense, though.
Oh.
Why does everyone think the first time's always so goddamn important? Hey, cheer up. I've got relevant experience in other areas.
Oh. And, what areas are those?
You ever gamble, Carlos?
No, ma'am, I never go anywhere near loot boxes. Won't
Loot
touch the
boxes
stuff.
are in the future. I meant more like playing cards.
Oh. Well, then, no to that, too. I've actually got pretty terrible luck.
Fooled me. Well, what I do is a lot like poker, Carlos. Poker's nice because even if you're dealt nothing but crap all night long, you can still win. Which makes things pretty fun.
Okay, so, do you have a good poker face?
I like to think so, she said with cold, dead eyes.
And are you lucky?
Only when the stakes are high.
And, in this metaphor, we're playing poker. And the state's the dealer?
If only. No, the state's more like the house.
You mean, like, the house always wins?
Yes. They're very good at it. Winning, I mean. Is Morgan invited to poker night? No, she's a sociopath.
I would love to see her in poker night at the inventory. That would rule.
Get Morgan in poker night at the inventory right now. Get that other white man out of there. Put in Morgan of the devil.
Are you talking about Tycho? No.
Yes, get him out of here.
Wait.
That's why they're up there and we're down here. Because they're the house.
So, what do we do?
We play the cards we're dealt as best we can. Win more hands than we lose. Keep it up and eventually someone will come over and tap the dealer on the shoulder and whisper something in their ear. And we'll be politely asked to leave.
That doesn't sound very triumphant.
The house always wins. So our definition of victory is more like, don't lose.
Thanks, Morgan. But I guess I was more asking, like, what should I say?
Okay, nothing.
Nothing.
Just leave all the
Don't talk.
Don't talk to me. Just leave all the talking to me.
That's the
Oh,
strategy.
you were specifically talking about poker night at the inventory. I thought you meant poker night in general.
What's up?
You know, there's a saying about gamblers with strategies.
Yo, ready to confess yet? So I already woke up the DA.
Already? She must be new. The district attorneys have a final say on whether or not a case is brought to trial. Only fair, since they're the ones who actually end up having to prove the damn things. Most of them prefer simple guilty pleas over long, protracted trials. And they all dislike having their time wasted. Unfortunately, then, you'll have to call them back. Because my client is not guilty. And frankly, I'm not even sure you have enough to hold him here.
Right. What
Carlos!
you said.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Had a weird sense of humor, counselor. Different generations, I guess. Before my time kind of thing.
I'm very serious when it comes to defending a man's innocence, detective.
Counselor, we have your client's written confession.
His written confession. Let's start there.
Okay, well,
We'll be happy to.
The thrust of every argument starts with the facts, what's known, what's already known and agreed upon. Public knowledge for every player at the table.
Pretty simple, counselor. Real paint-by-numbers stuff. We found a note at his apartment with his
Ooh, they updated the
fingerprints on it.
textures.
Hell yeah. Apologizing for how he hurt them all so bad. Now how are you planning on spinning that?
Those are the facts. But I've been building up my hand all night. And now I've got the weapons to answer anything they try and throw at me.
Well,
My client did write that note, and it was an apology. But not for murder. He was apologizing for her. Do, 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 do. The ceramic shit. He was simply apologizing for this.
the hell is that?
I found myself asking the same question.
What are we looking at here?
Somebody playing Katamari Reroll.
Something from the crime scene.
This diagram of the room, it's created from data you captured, right?
Pure non-GMO augmented reality crime scene data. Yeah.
What's non-GMO?
Not much these days.
Honestly, that's true just in America right now, because GMO corn is extremely common. So there'll be candies that are contain bioengineered food ingredients because they're all made out of corn syrup. That's not a bad thing. GMO can be really great, like varieties of rice that are drought resistant and make vitamin A, and they're fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Or it can be Monsanto making Roundup resistant corn. You know.
Not great when it's not great when our bread doesn't break down when wet anymore.
That's not a GMO issue.
Alright. Notice anything out of place?
Yeah, the whole room's full of busted shit. It's the scene of a murder.
Full of busted shit, for sure. I was more referring to the unidentified ceramic debris found on the western side of the room.
Hell is that?
Ceramic debris, huh? Must be from the vase that got tossed.
Actually, that's not possible.
No.
Because that vase wasn't damaged. It's not possible for the debris to have come from the vase. Because that vase is still pristine.
How is that? How is that possible? The lady at that garage sale told me it was so old and delicate. Damn it, the one time I try and thrift shop on my own. Well, so
Get out
what?
of here.
Doesn't even matter.
If the vase doesn't have a scratch on it.
Then the debris must have come from somewhere else. That debris is what my client wrote that apology over.
You're saying that confession was his apology for not vacuuming?
I am, because that pile of rubble is all that remains of the victim's collection of fidget
Fidget tubbies.
Beam of fidget tubbies.
Beam of fidget tubbies. What he said. The hard cut out of the music.
It's fucking beautiful. It's peak. It's so peak.
God, it's so good. Mr. Flat broke the victim's ceramic figures by accident. And this impassioned note to self was just his attempt at scripting out an apology.
Can you prove that?
Can you prove that he didn't
Taking
drop a
this
bullet from a
seriously?
blimp and then teleport? As much as I wish we weren't. Nobody should sell Fidget Tubbies merch, Del. We're all in agreement that my client wrote that note. We can all plainly see that there's ceramic debris at the crime scene. Now, since it couldn't have come from the vase, it must have come from the collectibles.
Those things.
Simple,
The
right?
hell are you on about? The entire room was trashed, and as the art clearly shows, those fidget tubbies must have gotten pulverized during the struggle too. Are you really gonna claim he sat down to write an apology for breaking her toys after gunning her down?
Not a bad train of thought, but I can do better. No, those collectibles were destroyed much earlier than that, and there's proof. There is?
They should sell the keychains, or rather the phone
Yes,
thing
Cat
with
Morgan,
us.
Cat Morgan, Cat Morgan.
Can someone get that guy?
Just take a closer look at the rental you took into custody.
Huh?
One swipe of your finger should show you exactly how devastating it was to the Fickle Buddy ecosystem.
It's fidget tubbies.
Whatever. You did take it into custody. I'm sure your texts found ceramic debris on it, yes?
Now that you mention it,
Fine, whatever. He broke them with his arm while he was killing her. Happy?
Really? Overjoyed because
even a cheap arm's got an operating system that logged last time it was worn, right?
right.
Sorry, it's a little freezing on my end.
Uh,
See, I happened to spot a footnote on the what? I happened to spot a footnote on the lab report. It said that rental hadn't been used since the AM.
These
Whose side
cops
you
are
on, old
stupid.
man?
Gone pretty late, sunshine. I'm just trying to save us all some time where I can.
Sorry. Got excited. I really like that name. Anyway, well, thank you for your service.
Well, thank you for your service. Are you seriously buying this crap? Just look at how scrawled, how panicked that note is. Do you expect me to believe he was that upset over a fidget tubby collection? One that
Objection.
hasn't even been graded?
Setting aside Detective Reyes' surprising depth of knowledge when it comes to collectibles, you're correct. They held no real monetary value. It would be odd for Carlos to be so shaken over their loss. But so what?
So what?
After all, that's not panic you're seeing on that page. No, the only reason that note looks the way it does is because Carlos is right-handed.
Yes, I am. Did they not know that? Shouldn't that be on my permanent record or something? So the reason
No.
that note looks like asylum wall scribbles,
It's just because he had to use his left hand to write it.
I tend to think better writing than typing. Yeah, and I need to get used to using my left anyway. I just thought it could be good practice.
Taking that into account, alongside the ceramics.
Your slam dunk confession is looking about as watertight as a fishnet.
Okay, fine. Forget about the confession. Congratulations, counselor. You've established that your client's remorseless. Now let's get back to the
Guitar riff,
reality
go.
of the situation. Here are the facts. We found your client at the scene of the crime, wearing a coat covered in the victim's blood, right next to a big old goddamn gun that just so happened to have his fingerprints on it.
That's right, that coat is...
What, you're gonna claim it's not his? That he actually wears an extra small?
He's trying to bait me in her typical low-key fashion. You must have something. No sense playing into it. Something you'd like to ask me, Detective?
I'm just curious. What'll it be next? You gonna tell me that he actually wears an extra small?
Stay.
Yeah.
Gee, Carlos, do you?
No? Yeah? Sure there's no evil twin you've forgotten to mention?
There's no twin. No, I'm afraid not.
Not even gonna go for a mysterious third party at the scene of the crime?
To prove his innocence, I will need to get there eventually. But going there now without hard evidence... I have no evidence of a third person at this time.
Damn right you don't. Clear as day in the arcs. No evidence of anyone but Carlos being there that night. So keep dreaming.
It was obvious she had something there. I wasn't going to win that hand either way. But at least I didn't overstep and take any more damage than I had to. We're not contesting any of that, Detective. My client freely admits to holding that gun. He picked it up in confusion after coming home to a brutal crime scene. Which was not smart,
Hey,
But not illegal either.
and that's all? He had her blood all over his clothes.
Yes, he did.
Right.
Do you have those clothes on hand, by the way?
I finished with them a while ago.
What are you getting at?
It'll be easier to just show you. Would you mind getting them for me?
You know what? Sure, I could use the fresh air. Stink of bullshit in here anyway.
Oh! And yes, Reyes is extremely a dick.
And here I thought the room smelled like...
Morgan, what are you doing? My coat's covered in her blood. I remember that much. Doesn't that, like, make me look really bad?
Just relax, Carlos.
I'm pretty sure that's impossible.
You're innocent. And that means having more evidence will always help you, not hurt you.
Really?
Really? Not really. Plenty of innocent people in prison. People with bad luck. Or bad lawyers. Black people, white people, the gays. Sorry, did I say white people? I meant Hispanics. Anyway, people shouldn't count on the truth to come out easy. More often than not, it takes coaxing.
We're
I like
actually
this
not
room
looking at the blood splatter patterns. We're looking for something else.
I like the green color on her because it reminds me of Hazama from Blaze Blue.
What was it that reminded me of?
Alright, here it is. One bloodstained jacket, fresh from the lab.
You're holding
What's
that
her
with your
angle?
hands?
I'm assuming it's in a bag.
I don't think it is.
Amazing. You
Well,
gonna
that's
tell
my
us this is
assumption.
actually just hot sauce?
No. That would be silly.
She actually thought it over.
What the hell's your point? Hey.
Sorry, just got thrown off by the good turn of fortune. Guitar riffs,
What
go.
fortune?
You should thank the detective for bringing your jacket, Carlos. She's just proving your innocence. My client was arrested wearing this coat. He would have been wearing it at the time of the murder. It has the victim's blood on it, who we know died when she was shot in the heart. By a gun that happens to be an old-world, pre-tagging firearm. And so this coat proves that he couldn't have been the shooter.
Is there a gas leak in here? In what world does that make any sense?
Sense happens to be key here. I just need to draw their attention to what they can smell.
Oh, I have to drag it.
Just do me one favor, detective. Tell me what you smell.
I don't smell anything except dried blood.
Exactly. The coat smells like blood, but it doesn't smell of...
Cigarette. That's what I've been smelling.
Yes, Detective Fleming, I was smoking earlier. Could you rejoin the conversation?
I've been listening. You want me to smell the jacket?
If you would.
Let's see. Huh. No gunpowder.
What? What about gunpowder?
Oh, don't blame yourself for not noticing. This was before your time.
Can't be more than a few years older than me.
But not before your partners, it seems.
Hmm.
See, gunpowder's weak by today's standards, but it's still volatile stuff. Hard to store, prone to misfiring. And yeah, they judge all the time in this game.
Uh-huh.
And when it goes bang, it leaves an awful lot of evidence.
What the hell is she talking about, London?
Modern firearms.
Alright, so modern firearms like the ones we carry use electricity, magnetism, even air pressure or sound waves. They've got more accuracy, more firepower, less recoil, less noise. And they don't leave behind any residue.
Gunpowder residue?
You talked my ear off about how difficult it was tracking down a gun that doesn't leave digital traces. But a revolver like this one, it'd leave gunpowder on the skin of whoever fired it for days. Sorry, capsaicin got in my throat.
So then his coat.
If you don't trust your noses, you can check the lab reports. I think if they had found any gunpowder on my client or his clothes, they have taken the time to highlight it.
Well, whatever. That just means he washed off after shooting her, or he changed his clothes.
That's not impossible. But it would be pretty pointless.
Huh?
His jacket and his left hand were blood-soaked when your officers found him. Would he really go through all that effort to get rid of something as subtle as gunpowder residue? Just to get the victim's blood all over himself afterwards? In light of these details, I'd like to formally request that you reconsider the charges Mr. Flat is facing. As soon as possible.
Uh-oh.
They're faltering now. Should topple over at any moment. The letter was mostly icing on the cake for them. That gun is all they had to link Carlos to any of the shootings. So if it looks like he never actually fired the gun, I'll admit, things were dicey there at times. But once I was able to grasp the situation, the smaller pieces fell into place easily enough. Not my cleanest work by far, but overall, I'd say... Did you get a message? Her eye is so fucking cool!
Wait, did they actually manage to find it?
Something you'd like to share, Detective Reyes?
You're good. Twisting the truth into knots, making the facts work for you.
Thanks.
But your luck just ran out, because the net scrubbers found a cam active at the exact moment of the shooting, and right now, I'm staring at a photo of the killer.
Wanna bet?
The updated autopsy report!
A photo of the shooter. If she had that, we wouldn't still be talking. But I doubt she's just pulling this out of her ass. She's got something from the scrubbers. No, we have to say.
Something.
I'm not sure I follow, Detective. Didn't we establish that there was an optics blackout during the shooting?
Sure, there was, but this isn't from optics.
Good thing I held my tongue. As I thought, the scrubbers must have managed to dig something up from outside the network. Which means...
Party's over, counselor. Feast your eyes on this.
Well... Okay, the quality is... lacking. And yet, there it is. They managed to find a quarter needle. They managed to find a quarter needle of evidence in a whole city block of haystacks. What are the goddamn chances? No, with the scale their tools operate on, I guess the chances are, as always, in their favor. Alright, this isn't good, but it's a far cry from the worst case scenario I envisioned. You can even say I got lucky, which means the stakes are... Well, it's a little bit...
Blurry?
Don't look at me, I didn't take the damn thing. Technically, no one took it. Looks like at the time of the shooting, a neighbor was on their phone.
Probably venting about how crazy the couple across the way was acting. But if the phone was on, his camera would be on.
And so we managed to get this shot through the window.
Where to begin? Far away, unfocused, ultra-low resolution, zoomed in, blurred, color shifted. And so compressed it looks like it's from another century.
There are tools that can enhance.
Enhance this image any further and I could count the pixels on one hand. And you could kiss its admissibility in court goodbye. Kitsch. You can't honestly claim that you can identify my client from this image. There's no way in hell you could get this past a judge.
Yeah, you're probably right, we couldn't. But I think I know a DA that could. Either way, doesn't seem like your client's leaving this police station anytime soon.
That photo? What the hell is happening to me? Think I know a DA that could? Don't be so modest, old man. We have photo evidence of a left-handed shooter standing in the hallway at the same time the whole neighborhood heard a gunshot. And who do we know had their left-hand fingerprints all over that gun?
You're referring to my client.
You think? We've established that he wasn't wearing his modded arm at all tonight, so he must have shot with his left.
Yes, and we've established that he's weak with his left side. The left side that had no gunpowder whatsoever.
Forensics will never be perfect, Counselor. Sometimes we miss things. Sometimes you take a walk through the rain, and when you finally get where you were going, somehow end up dry.
The fuck does that mean?
But that doesn't mean it didn't rain. All of which is to say, before judge or jury, photographic evidence outweighs a failed sniff test.
Carlos is innocent. I know he is. But that photo shows a left-handed shooter. Carlos is innocent, that photo is real. If both are true, that means the photo doesn't show what it appears to show.
So, at a loss for words?
Never. I'm just confused about one thing. Where was this photo taken from exactly?
Exactly. Positional data is usually only accurate to the nearest public router. If we DN on the phone's owner and ask them where...
Why bother with any of that? Ballistics and common sense tells us that the perp shot from the room's doorway. The front entrance of the apartment faces to the south. There's a hallway that runs back to the bedroom. We're looking straight at the shooter, so it's pretty obvious that this was taken from across the north window.
North. If this is from the north, then why can we clearly see the...
It's not that complicated. The neighbor who got the shot must live on the other side of the street. So now we're looking into the bedroom from the north window.
If she's wrong, I should seize the opportunity to start turning the tide. Raise. I'm afraid that's simply not possible, Detective. This photo has to have been taken from the west.
What kind of bluff is that supposed to be?
The good detectives are misinformed here, and I need to take advantage of it. Time to press the initiative.
The hell do you mean this was taken from the west?
The autopsy tells us the victim was shot from the doorway. Your officer's ARCS data tells us the precise location of everything in the room at the time they arrived. And now your photo has shown us the exact moment of the shooting.
And?
And together, that tells us that this photo must have been taken through the west window. As long as you consider... Raise stakes, bitch!
Yeah, I'm going to. Statement, because it's where the mirror and shit was, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
take
it's a
one
picture of
look
the
at
mirror, which, if you look
Just-
at it this way, that's his left hand, but it's a mirror, so it's actually a right hand.
Just take one look at the
Clock?
clock in that photo.
What about it?
Okay.
Seems like London's got an idea. If he's mistaken, I could pounce on it to keep my tempo high.
This photo was taken right before the shooting, so... Wait. Don't tell me the time of death's wrong.
It's
Is wrong, the time of death
not.
is correct? Yeah, the time of death is correct.
That's a good question, Detective. The answer is no. The autopsy, the clock, and the neighbors all agree the time of death was 9 p.m.
Right. No mistaking that.
So then what the hell were you on about?
There's a clock on the wall in this photo, analog style. It reached 9 o'clock.
9 p.m., the time of the shooting. The hell's so special about that?
Nothing. There's nothing odd about the time on that the clock reads. But, do you remember there being a clock in the room?
What?
Actually, I don't recall there being a clock.
That makes sense. You wouldn't recall seeing a clock, because when the police secured the scene, the clock had already been knocked to the floor.
And?
The only clock in that room is in the northeastern corner. And my client has informed me that before the crime, it was hung up on the eastern wall. Like so.
What the hell is
fucking
that
eye-
supposed to be?
The fucking eye shine! An artistic rendition.
It's, very distinct.
If you had information on how the crime scene was before the shooting, why didn't you just add that to the arcs?
And show you my hand. Just because discovery law compels us to share info, doesn't mean we have to play fair, detective. Slip my mind. I'll do that now. The important thing is, if that clock was on the eastern... Oh! Wait, no, that's just my computer, I think. If that clock was on the eastern wall before the shooting occurred...
And this photo must be looking through the western window to see it.
Okay, no, my Firefox.
Don't start getting ahead of yourself. The victim was shot at 9 p.m., the same time that this photo was taken of the shooter. But you want to claim that clock still on the eastern wall when it would have been knocked down during the fighting.
You've got your logic backwards, detective. Your precious photo shows the room was in pristine condition at the time of the shooting. And there's only one other piece of evidence that proves exactly how the cards fell. There is. Objection! There's a crash! There's a
Glass
there's a
shards, what
trap door in the
about them?
fireplace!
Oh my god.
Nothing much, really. Nothing much, really. Only that they're on top of the victim's body. And not under it.
If the glass fell on top of the victim's body, that would mean...
That she was dead on the ground before the room got trashed.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone trash the room afterwards?
That's a good question, Carlos. Luckily, it's the detectives who have to delve into the minds of the criminally insane, not us. Tell me, detectives, were there any signs of a struggle at the other crime scenes?
Other crime scenes?
No, nothing like that. Those attacks would have been over in a matter of seconds.
So what did you do when you saw the mess in the bedroom?
That this was personal and things had gotten complicated. Shit happens.
Shit does happen, detective. But in this case, it seems that there's been a general misconception about the order in which shit happened.
But what if the room didn't get tossed over until afterwards? He still shot her! And we have a photo right here.
And I'm glad you do, detective, because that photo proves my client's innocence.
Huh?
Proving that it wasn't my client who pulled the trigger is difficult, and maybe more important for all of us, time-consuming. Thanks to your photo, I can instead prove that it couldn't have been my client who pulled the trigger. Because the man in that photo can't possibly be Carlos.
Like hell it can't.
The glass shards prove that the room was pristine at the time of the shooting. And we all know that until the room was tossed, the clock was on the eastern wall. Which means that this photo of the shooter was taken from the west.
Back to this shit, that's impossible. The only hallway in that apartment runs from north to south. The only person with prints on that gun is your client, and the only fact that matters is that he used it to murder 6 innocent people.
You're a very honest person, detective.
Excuse me?
That's why you're such a shitty gambler. You've played your cards too early, and now I can steal the pot right out from under you. You're right about the hallway's orientation. You're right about the prints. And this HK figure has claimed 6 lives. But we aren't looking at the hallway in that photo.
What?
What we're seeing is... Uh-oh. I don't know the answer to this.
It's the
Is it
mirror.
Okay,
What's that? You trying the glass shards again?
sort of. By the way, do you recall where those glass shards came from?
Yeah, sure. They came from a...
From a standing mirror. A mirror that at the time of the shooting stood across the room from the western window.
then that would mean...
At that angle, from that viewpoint,
It would reflect the hallway. We're not seeing a shooter with a gun in their left hand. We're seeing a killer take aim with their right arm. And as we all know, my client hasn't had a working right arm in a number of weeks. And he hasn't worn his rental since this morning. So I meant what I said about that photo. I'm glad it was recovered. Because I just proved that my client couldn't have possibly committed this crime. That should be the end of it. Except it looks like Detective Reyes really is a novice gambler. Sunk cost has got its teeth in her now, clawing up her spine, whispering wounded pride in her ear. It's a cold sweat, hot palms kind of fever. The impotent, irrational fury of losing something you thought was guaranteed yours. But lucky for you, Detective, I'm well versed in shock therapy. You look dissatisfied, Detective Reyes.
That's one word for it.
Then allow me to put a nice bow on everything for you. In summary, my client's so-called confession was just a note to self. The police found him in shock, reeling at the death of his girlfriend, and arrested him for being next to the gun he forensically couldn't have fired. After being confronted with these facts, he received photographic evidence of the exact moment of the shooting. And instead of utilizing said photo to track down the real killer, you tried to claim it depicted my client. A man without the requisite limb, standing in an architecturally impossible hallway.
That's... He could have had a backup arm. You could have stolen one.
A little stubbornness can be charming, but this kind of desperation is ugly. It's getting late. Time to bare my fangs. A bit.
I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit because the song is just real loud.
You could turn the BGM volume down since the slider's all the way to the right.
Yeah, but master volume will do the same thing. It's fine.
Fair enough. That's the best you've got. Even a bare bones prosthetic off the black market needs to be attuned to an individual's nervous system. You'd have to bring it to the clinic, which would have left a record on his shoulder OS. A record you won't find. And you'd have to somehow have gotten rid of it before the police arrived. SOP at the scene of a violent crime calls for full spectrum scanning of the entire building and 100 meters around it, minimum. So where, Detective Reyes, did he manage to hide a cybernetic arm from your drones in the time between the shooting and his arrest? Well. Any objections? Detective.
Damn it!
Fold.
Bold.
I like reading the UI. It's fun.
yeah, it reminds me of like
It's like fighting game announcements. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
show me a hand, flat.
You're uncuffing me?
In the light of the evidence, we have no reason to hold you.
Oh, I gotta go call the DA. Tell her I made a mistake.
Oh, we made a mistake, huh? Listen, kid, you should know.
Detective.
Lost my train of thought. But hey, your attorney's a real tiger. She just fought like hell for you. Make sure you thank her
We have
properly.
achieved basic reading comprehension.
Public defense doesn't pay that well.
Yeah.
That's kind of you to say, Detective. But my work is its own reward.
Sure. I feel exactly the same, counselor.
I wonder if Yandere Morgan
What?
activates Yandere Morgan Kitsu activates Zap's neurons? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out.
What? Huh?
Just
Don't
pay
worry about it,
attention to
sweetheart.
Kitsu's performance in the next few minutes. What happens now?
Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah, this. This is.
I'll have to speak with the DA about the dismissal. And there's still some paperwork we'll need to go through. But basically, you're free to go. Congrats. You get to leave the casino with your kneecaps intact.
Yay? What am I supposed to do?
The detectives will continue their investigation.
Their investigation into heartbreak, huh?
Kitsu Zappy Morgan RP when?
All the time. Every day. Yes. When the authorities are satisfied with their examination of the body, she'll be handed over to the next of kin. And then you can make funeral arrangements.
No, that's not what I... Diane being gone is bad enough. But a serial killer? It's like she died of the flu. It doesn't happen anymore.
People die of the flu all the time, but I know what you mean.
Can't make sense of it. So what am I supposed to do?
Hell if I know. There are some contacts I could give you. Services, professionals, doctors.
No, you've done more than enough for me. When you got here, I was too tired to even defend myself, to try and convince them that I didn't... You saved me. Thank you.
You're welcome, Carlos, but it's my job to...
No, I mean, thank you for not asking. For not asking if I killed her.
Oh, Carlos. I didn't need to ask. I knew you were innocent from the start. Of course he was. After all. Blood's always different. Heart's always in the same place, easy to find, hard to miss. But the blood's always different. A flowering stain unfurling towards an invisible sun. A perfectly unique bloom. Only one for each of us. A Rorschach test with a singular universal meaning. Vitality at its climax. Bursting forth into a red fractal consisting solely of an infinite the end.
Oh, Null hasn't seen this game.
Null has not seen this.
Oh.
But the comical thud of a body hitting the floor has its own kind of lowbrow appeal. 8:59 p.m., June 4th, 2086. Bullet number 6 of 6. The gun's empty. It's useless to me now. May as well leave it. Feels like a waste, but whatever. Finding the ammo was almost enough of a hassle to outweigh the advantages. Capri, can you check the profiles real quick for me?
Yes.
Heartbreak. Date of birth, December 26th. Height, 175 centimeters. Weight, none of your goddamn business. Blood type, AB negative. Occupation, criminal, defense attorney. Likes high-placed gambling and guns. Dislikes nosy people, mud, and headphones. Hobby, batting cages. Favorite dish, Mapo tofu. Cannot carry a tune. I can't fucking sing, bitch. Oh, and flat.
He likes airports, worn shoes, and firm beds. He doesn't like cabs, musicals, or cashews. His favorite flower is the poppy. His student debt is sizable. Love is 4.
Me when my student debt is sizable. I could sell an untagged gun for a fair bit of cash. But
No,
cash
you'll
can't
find
buy,
out, no. You'll find out.
But cash can't buy you peace of mind. Oh, don't look so surprised, lady. Moping around in the dark here must have only been able to see my silhouette. Did she think I was her boyfriend back for an encore of that enthralling conversation? Can't ask her now.
Hey. Yeah, did you hear that?
These old pieces are so goddamn loud. And people aren't even familiar enough with the sound anymore to know to run the other way. Probably roused half the neighborhood. But I didn't see anything I didn't see anything that could use as even a partial suppressor on the way in. Could they really not afford some throw pillows? I used the other 5 bullets in outdoor spaces and small spheres of blind opportunity that the city's eyes couldn't think to pierce. Cramped places usually full of trash. But this room, as cheap as it looks, is at least clean. Organized, even. So the corpse adds a certain satisfying contrast. Except... there's shit on the floor. By the window, there are broken pieces of something fragile and tacky. It's fine. It's just one thing out of place.
Just some lost chopsticks.
Actually, it's not fine. Actually, it's actually really irritating. I kick over the stupid goddamn mirror. 5 perfect crime scenes, each of them not a speck of evidence, nothing to go on. And for the final shot, there just has to be some pile of shit in the corner ruining everything? Kick the wall. Something falls from it, probably more tasteless bullshit. I toss over the chair, knock the urn. Tear into the sheets with my frustration and try to savor the shredding. If it can't be clean, I'll just have to lean into the messy angle. At least it'll be... consistent. This was all so stupid. Honestly, I'm not the ego-driven type. In fact, I pride myself on my humility. Now, was it satisfying when the first 3 went down with single shots? Yes. But so what? I'm not made of stone. After all, I did start to actively aim for the heart, but... Ugh. Heartbreak killer? Really? Don't people have anything better to do with their time? What kind of miserable, lifeless voyeurs would obsess over something that's none of their business? All of the threads and breakdowns and the goddamn theory crafting. All for the heartbreak killer. Sounds like a soap opera villain from a season where the writers went on strike. I'd feel insulted by the label, but no, that's someone else's name. They came up with it. They spread it. They marketed it. Heartbreak's got nothing to do with me. He's just some reclusive, lonely, socially impotent loser who shot 6 people because... Well, I'm sure people will come up with something. That he got rejected 1 too many times or whatever. Me, I killed those people because I saw them and I wanted to. And I've killed a lot more than just 6. At least the room's thoroughly trashed now. If I had just walked away after seeing that mess by the window, it would have irritated me to no end. And now that it doesn't match the MO of the last 5 perfectly, it'll irritate the cops to no end instead. Good riddance, Heartbreak. You enjoy your 15 minutes in the spotlight. Really savor it. I'm going home. The air's weighty tonight. Thick. Energized. A heavily foreshadowed summer rain I can feel on every hair. They call this kind of humidity oppressive, but I disagree. Warm tension on your skin, like in those short moments just after the shower turns off when the steam lingers. Yeah, it's always most comfortable right afterwards. Maybe there's no disagreement to be had. Oppressive things can be comforting too. Only the guilty ones run. I don't know about that. But I know I've never felt guilty about any of this. And I walk. 5:01 a.m., June 5th, 2086.
Sorry, using my left is still.
That's okay. You can just initial in those spots. I took a scenic route home, courtesy of our fine city's sprawling public transportation system, and got in a bit after 11 p.m. Had myself a thorough shower, drank a glass of milk, did some stretching.
Drinking a glass of milk is psycho behavior. That's all.
I like milk.
Meh.
Made sure my
Milk is
phone was
good.
on. Milk is good. It's why me and Lila are tall and you're not. Yeah. Time went by evenly. Around 1:40 a.m., a posting for public defender work came up. Decent rate since it was so late and so urgent. I had wagered correctly that the boyfriend would have enough sense to ask for a lawyer and enough debt that he'd need to be provided one. All I had to do was stay awake. There wasn't much competition after 1 in the morning.
Okay, where else?
Here and here. How did I phrase it earlier? Criminal defense attorneys aren't exactly flush with customers. Why wouldn't I take on the job where I already knew more than the cops? It would have been easy to convince Carlos to plead out. I would have gotten paid the same too. But easy's dangerous. Carlos was, of course, innocent, so his conviction would never be airtight. There'd be doubts, questions, appeals. Maybe even fans, depending on his looks. More attention on HK and his crimes, more headaches. A cold case rotting away in the far back of the public's awareness is always preferable to one open and shut in haste. Now, with no more murders matching HK's MO, there won't be any additional public pressure to find a culprit. Now Heartbreak can just starve to death, out of sight and out of mind like any other fluke in the system. Almost done. Getting involved with the case this intimately does have its risks. Well, I might have even overdone things here or there. Like lighting up a smoke inside an interrogation room just to make doubly sure I didn't smell of gunpowder myself. That London fellow seemed more fixated on it than I would have liked. But obviously everything turned out rosy. And it's still worth it for the finality of it all. Seeing the authorities' failings from the best seat in the house? That's just a bonus.
Thanks again, Morgan, for everything. I'm sure Diane is grateful too.
Sorry.
That's me!
I'm sorry! Funny.
Stabs you.
I didn't even know her name.
You had told her name at the start of this case, Morgan.
It's Morgan. Something
Said
the matter.
Moron. No, sorry, it's just... I was mad when I left the apartment. I know she was too, so when she died...
Death was instantaneous, Carlos. I can't imagine that she was in any pain. In fact, I can guarantee she was dead before she hit the ground.
No, I know, but I just kept thinking she must have died angry at me. That she must have died hating me.
To tell you the truth, Carlos, there's something I've been wondering about myself.
What is it?
Something I noticed in the ARCS data that I didn't quite understand. The piece of the puzzle I couldn't fit in anywhere else. Maybe you can make sense of it. The pills.
What is the... Where did you find that?
That pill organizer was found on the victim. It's so impractical. She had it grasped
What
in
a
her hand when
shitty
she
pill
died.
organizer.
Like, look at
Your
this thing.
girlfriend sucks.
Your girlfriend fucking sucks ass, dude. I think I'm glad she's dead. Obviously, the police added it to the ARCS, but it was quickly ruled irrelevant. Seems like it contained triprexazone, prescribed to help modders with phantom itches. They're small tablets, and those are tricky class too for a pill organizer. Seriously, why is it like this? Could be hard to handle with an unsteady hand. No one will ever know what she was feeling when she died. Even if they did, feelings are complicated. You can feel angry, happy, and sad all at the same time. But as far as facts are concerned, it would appear that when she died, what she was doing was setting out your medications for the week. To my eyes, anyway. And no, you were closer the first time. It's in stars and time. Oh, well. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Long night. That was too far just now. Practically rubbing it in his face. It's not like I care about his feelings. I doubt I'll ever even see him again. Oh, Morgan, do I have news for you, probably. But overstepping like that is pure hubris. And hubris invites a downfall. So why? Why did I even bother? It was the last piece of the puzzle, I suppose. I'll just need to show more restraint next time. Though there won't be a next time for heartbreak. The gun's in custody. There's no more bullets left. There won't be a seventh victim. There won't be any more leads to pursue. The media will move on to their next obsession. I'll move on to my next MO. No one will even...
Found you.
District Attorney Rockford.
Sorry, can I try that again? I'm so fried.
By all means. This is Capri in the motherfucking flesh.
I swear, Morgan. Morning, noon, or night, you're always so put together.
Thank you.
I don't get it. How do you sleep at night?
Pardon?
You do white noise? Aromatherapy? Whatever you're doing, I need to steal it.
She's a mess. I
God.
love her.
I must have bags under my eyes dark enough for the dumpsters.
Assistant District Attorney Emma Rockford. She's a prosecutor, the lawyer who argues for the state in court, trying to prove a defendant's guilt. And despite her sometimes unkempt appearance, she's probably the sharpest person to fill the position in decades. I should know, since I haven't beaten her once. Worse yet, she has the remarkable ability to compartmentalize all that adversarial energy and only bring it out in the courtroom. It's part of what makes her good at her job. And hard for me to read. How do you sleep at night next to my wife? What if they got you doing at this ungodly hour, Emma? Hit the descriptions.
Oh, well, actually, I'm here for you.
Let's make out.
February 13th. Wait,
The day
also none of your goddamn business. Blood type O positive. She likes coffee, toffee, and haute couture. She dislikes sunburn, dead pixels, and eye strain. Eggs? Benedict.
Benedict.
She plays chess, shogi, and idle savant stars. Cat
This
person?
bitch is a gotcha
Yes.
gamer.
Yeah.
I
This
was
bitch
like,
is a
that's a
gotcha gamer.
gotcha game name if I've ever heard one.
That's some bullshit that Daisy would play. Also, she was born the day before Valentine's Day. Me?
Your client was a suspect in the Heartbreak killings. That's my case.
Well, then you must have been relieved finding out that you won't have to go to trial against me.
No? Why would I be worried about going up against you?
It's the unintended barbs with her. So you're working with those detectives?
Yeah, London and the new girl, Reyes. They've been reporting to me in preparation for trial.
Preparation for trial? That seems ambitious.
Guess they gave you the rundown. They've been doing everything they can, but it's hard to catch a killer who leaves behind so little.
It's hard to kill while leaving so little behind. So Reyes told you they had HK in custody, and you popped out of bed all excited to run down here? Fuck.
Are you doing okay?
So
It's
Reyes told you
here,
they had
honey.
HK in custody, and you popped out of bed all excited to run down here? Thank you.
Hardly. I haven't
Oh,
slept
no, I
in
see
40
you
hours.
Oh no, I see
Too
you've
much on
noticed
my
something,
mind.
have you?
Yeah, she has brown hair and eyes.
Rudolph?
There's a reason I said toxic Yuri.
Toxic Yuri, Danganronpa.
Wow, they hate each other so much. They should kiss.
They should.
So when I heard about a case with a single female victim shot through the heart, yeah, my ears perked up. That's about all.
Oh.
I mean, Carlos Flat, a serial killer? The same serial killer that's outsmarted the state for weeks?
She's not using his middle name.
He was found with the murder weapon.
But I can answer that any number of ways. All of them are correct.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That may be true, but
But then I glanced at the report.
you glanced at it.
No gunpowder residue on him or his clothes.
Wait.
Too remorseful, too apologetic in that note. Whatever it was about. His dominant arm modded with documented sensitivity issues. Never could have made shots that clean. Not without getting close enough to leave scorch marks. Not to mention, he's too tall for the ballistics entry angles, and probably too heavy to not leave imprints.
Look at Morgan's face! She got all that from a glance?
I'm sure a competent lawyer like yourself pointed all that out the minute you walked in here.
Of course. Worst part is, she's not even being sarcastic.
Yeah, of course it couldn't have been him. Long-term relationship, physically imposing, argumentative, so not the type to bottle things up. He didn't match the profile.
Profile?
Yeah, Right, sorry, you've probably never heard of it.
I know what a goddamn profile is.
Profile is a reconstruction of a criminal psychology based on evidence from their crimes. Kind of fallen out of fashion for the last few decades. Not much need to guess about the why when 99 times out of 100 the who is caught on camera.
Or before they even leave the house.
I've had to find some real fossils and oddballs to get advice on how to go about it, but I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Okay, neither will advance the dialogue. Well, at least this heartbreak maniac will slow down now that he's lost his weapon.
He didn't lose it. He chose to leave it behind. That tells me he's confident he can do just fine without it. And it just makes me even more certain that these aren't his only kills.
Were there other shootings with the same MO?
No, not that I've found.
Other victims that fit the description?
No. But I'm not overly focused on the victim's appearance anyway. I mean, these 6 victims all look like each other, but they also look like a lot of people.
That's true.
Well, they kind of look like me.
Dun dun dun! Do they?
Sure, what, you don't see it?
I hadn't thought about it.
Point is, no one can kill that cleanly when it's their first time. Getting things that perfect takes practice. So I know that HK must have had a lot more than 6 occasions to practice, Morgan. That's why I think heartbreak is a misnomer.
Got something catching your mind?
I just don't think shooting them in the heart has any particular significance. If anything, it's a testament to their accuracy and their cold-blooded efficiency. The best possible use of 6 untagged bullets. 6 kills, guaranteed, no matter what kind of life support mods they were packing. Their real signature isn't the bullets or the gun. It's the perfection.
It's hard to wrap your head around.
I'm saying that these 6 murders were just a fluke, a slip-up,
A mistake.
Exactly, a mistake. They got too clean, too efficient, and now they've got the public's attention. It's no wonder they're so pissed.
Are you talking about the crime scene?
Yeah, probably threw the detectives for a loop, right?
Based on what you've said, I don't blame them. Whoever trashed that room doesn't seem like the smooth operator you've been describing.
On the contrary.
I don't follow.
This was the last bullet, their last shot. The other 5 were perfect, so if anything was out of place this time around, they must have thrown one hell of a temper tantrum.
You make them sound like a child.
Childish. And cowardly. And two-faced. Someone who hates to lose almost as much as they love to win.
Your profile tell you all that?
That? No. That part's just takes one to know one.
Aw, they're babies. Wow, she's in her head. She likes her back. So this profiling. It's some kind of investigative technique.
The theory is that a crime
Uh.
can tell you something about the nature of the person who committed it. Stabbing, overkill points to passion, rage, lust. They probably knew their victim. Poison and guns, meanwhile, suggest they can't overpower their victims physically. And then there's the things you can assume about nearly all serial offenders: childhood trauma, prior criminal record, few or no meaningful attachments. There's
Hi,
a lot of
Morgan.
recurring themes in their stories.
The detectives say HK doesn't leave evidence. So how much can his crimes possibly tell you?
That he's diligent, almost perfect, highly intelligent, painstakingly organized, and with enough criminal connections to get his hands on an untagged firearm.
It's rare to see her this animated outside the courtroom. It's almost like she's enjoying herself. Oh, what the fuck? The fucking... What is it called? The shoujo bubbles in the back! Because
I have to
every
get up
time
at
we
5
touch, I get... What's up?
tomorrow morning. I have to get up at 5 tomorrow morning, so I'm going to go so I can sleep.
Okay.
Good
Daisy.
night.
See you.
See ya, Daisy.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
Hey,
What?
hey.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Anyway, a sheltered house cat who's picked up the scent of a mouse for the first time.
Well, educated, but
All her playfully lethal instincts coming to life.
probably overqualified or undervalued.
I'm not thrilled about the fact that in that metaphor I would be the...
Know what I mean?
Definitely!
And considering the marksmanship,
Detective said that HK would have needed insider information on optics. So does that mean heartbreaks in law enforcement?
never in 10 billion years.
Oh.
Antisocial, independent, despises authority. That'd be like a stallion applying for a job on a merry-go-round. They'd be kicking kids in the head after the first full rotation.
Right. That's exactly how I'd put it.
There must be some connection to the police, though. Maybe secondary or tertiary?
He's
These
fucking
types
got
can't help but
you!
insert themselves.
Insert themselves? I don't do anything even resembling that. Wait, if HK's not a cop, how do they know about the blackout timing?
Meta statistics analysis. Probably.
Probably. Pardon.
Take the emergency response times from across the city and map them out. Look for brief spikes and delays, chart out the dips in... Sorry, technical, I know, but all the requisite data is publicly available. With a map, a spreadsheet, a calculator, anyone could reverse engineer the timing if they wanted to.
That is such an unpleasant thought, Emma. So to summarize, you're looking for a cold-blooded, faceless, perfectionist killer who you think has no persistent MO or victim type.
In a city with an 8-digit population.
Well, good luck.
I don't need luck, I only need more information.
Well, I'm sure the city would be happy to provide you with more resources.
No, Morgan. I mean, I need more crime scenes.
Oh,
Sad truth is, if Heartbreak walked away today, I'd never catch them. Only way my net narrows is if they keep piling up bodies.
not a very fair trade, is it?
No, it isn't. But getting screwed over is a given. It's a deal with the devil.
Done with the boom.
Fair enough.
Oof. Okay, that rant was pretty morbid and detailed. I need to get out more, or sleep more.
Look
Or
at
sleep
her
less but
nails.
harder.
They're so pretty.
You think a higher thread count would help?
Don't worry about it. I'm always happy to listen to you ramble. It's a lot more pleasant than having to face you in the courtroom.
Sorry, but that's the adversarial process. So no hard feelings, yeah?
No hard feelings. We're both just doing what we do. I could use a cup of coffee. How about you?
Don't tempt me.
If you fall asleep face first onto the table, I won't even take a picture.
Okay. Just don't expect this to make a difference next time we're at each other's throats.
Heartbreak won't claim any more victims. In 2 weeks, the media will have moved on to the next sensation. And the police will have moved on to cases they actually stand a chance of closing. It's what people do.
Emma is short.
Can you press H to hide UI so we can screenshot this bullshit, please?
Go ahead, everybody. Screenshot this Yuri. This
Chat.
incredibly toxic Yuri. Yeah, no,
Chat.
we weren't kidding.
Yeah, no one said that the Yuri was a lie. The Yuri is very, very real.
How is it toxic, Pat?
I'm sorry.
One is a literal
The
murderer.
I'm the literal murderer who just joined your defense team.
The
I
murder
said
was
one
a.
of-
Sorry.
Go ahead, sorry.
We have to
I
stop
don't see how
connecting.
this is toxic.
The Yuri was a lie sounds like a fanfic for Portal.
Real. Portal is also toxic Yuri, but not as blatant as this one.
Do you actually not see how it's toxic, my love?
No, I'm fucking with everyone.
Okay.
And
So,
it's actually kind
Emma?
of working.
Emma does not hate Morgan. Emma seems to think pretty highly of Morgan. She seems to enjoy her company. Morgan can't quite
Mhm.
separate that she beats me all the time from she's a person. So Morgan has a little bit of resentment
Hates
for
her.
her.
A little bit is not accurate. Hates her enough to kill people that look pretty similar to her.
She has mixed feelings. She hates her, but also definitely wants
she's
to fuck
impressive.
her.
Yes. Just kiss and get over it. God, she's so tall. We need to cosplay Morgan and Emma.
Less blatant
Nebula.
as in there a lot of people don't see Portal as toxic Yuri, either because they haven't thought about it or because they're homophobic or
Robots aren't people, so they can't.
Oh,
obviously-
do I have great news for you about the next case. She'll set it aside and work a dozen other cases, never bringing it up. But a private corner of that frustratingly sharp mind of hers will continue to whittle away at it. I love the difference in their
But
shape
Emma is
language. She's so
different.
round and Morgan is so I'm going to stab you.
But Emma's different. You want to fuck her so bad it makes you look stupid. Isn't
Mhm.
that everybody when they want to fuck someone so bad?
That's every lesbian when they want to fuck somebody so bad. Never finishing, but never quitting either. Edging.
Yeah.
Edging.
Fucking a
knew
bitch on
you would.
SSRIs.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Being real persistent about getting your girlfriend to come when she's taking Zoloft.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Both of you, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone.
I
Leave
wasn't
me
even
alone, leave me
talking
alone.
about you. I was talking
I know.
about me.
I know, I was talking to Lila because she was
Anyways.
pleasing me. So I can't afford to take my eyes off her.
Oh, you can't take your eyes off her?
No, she can't. As long as that's the case, I may as well try to enjoy the view.
He's so gay.
Episode 0. End.
Yay, we did it.
Yay!
We did it. Oh.
We're yay!
Hi there!
Oh, who do we want to be this guy?
I
Random
am-
man. Which means you're going to be
This
living
is-
with my friend for a while. I'll just do it for now. We can change it later.
For how long?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
And that's the end of that.
I'm gonna say no.
Hmm,
There's no need to look that upset over it.
my face barely moved.
May as well have been a blatant pout from where I'm sitting. Yeah, like that.
Mhm. This friend of yours, they're trustworthy?
Absolutely. In fact, I trust them more than anyone. Hey, come on. It'll be fun.
Really?
Really. Educational, too. I think you could stand to learn a lot from someone like Morgan. And yes, Null, that is the equivalent of sex for them. That game of cat and mouse, it's
Sex.
them fucking.
That
Hey.
them in the courtroom is just the has-been hotel this is better than sex meme.
Okay, obviously
That's
Caffrey is the
thumb butt, okay.
perfect. Obviously Caffrey is the perfect Emma, but Kitsu, I absolutely loved you as Morgan. That was brilliant.
You did
Thank
pretty well,
you.
yeah.
Thank
Life
you.
is awesome.
But here's the thing. I don't think I want to voice Morgan in the upcoming chapters.
Oh my lord.
Because I'm a much better fit for Sarah.
I think I'm going to.
That's a name of a person.
Yeah, I know.
Can I just? I don't want any of this.
Hi, Fran.
There's people. Look at
Oh,
all those
is there
people.
people?
It's Emma. Of the Devil, episode 1. An Idle Mind.
Are we done?
What do
for
you mean? Who
stream
would be
today?
Morgan?
That was
Kitsu's
it.
gonna be Morgan.
Well, no, because I want to voice the android.
Oh, okay. I guess I can be Morgan then.
But then who's gonna be Emma?
Fuck! Congratulations!
Yeah, babe.
Phone charms and case colors! Yay!
Go to the main menu. We're not doing this right now. Hello, Morgan. You hot
Yeah, it's-
motherfucker.
Yeah, it's nearly 5 a.m. for me.
Go to bed. Why
Not
did
in
you let us
concept
keep
gallery.
you?
Well, I don't have anything to do tomorrow. As in, I don't have anywhere to be.
All right.
It's not bonus scenarios, is it?
Hugs
I
for the
don't get so many
Lila.
things, but I'll
Ooh.
do that some other time.
Oh wait, try opening the phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's in customized phone.
Morgan
Morgan
time.
time!
Morgan time.
Fidget
Morgan time.
tubbies!
Capri, if you don't make it Morgan time right now, Sarah. Never mind.
Oh, you can
Emma,
buy the later ones.
Head empty. Angie. And
Wait,
then
Emma, deep in thought. Sarah on the clock as a bunny girl.
try to pet the cat in episode 2. I'm gonna go with teal and which fidget tubby? This one, I think.
But the Emma charm.
But fidget
And the
tubby.
Morgan time.
Theme of fidget tubby.
I like the fan charm.
Oh, and when I do this, it moves the charm.
It'll also move when you pull up your menu.
Yeah.
Please save.
Okay, I'll save again.
Thank you.
Thank you, chat.
Phone charms are so cute. I wish I could put one on my phone, but then it would be a problem when I put my phone in my pocket, because I almost never wear purses. I always put my phone in my back pocket. I guess because of
always
the
put-
way it is on my phone case, it could just poke out of my pocket. So maybe I will get a phone charm, or make one.
I have a phone charm already, but I keep it hanging from my camera.
Oh,
I
that's
do.
right, yeah, you do.
That was a
Alright, we're
good-
finally done. Who the fuck we
Yay.
rating? Let's see. Is Piff still on?
Somehow. Is who still on?
I know
No,
Piff was...
Piff is done. You know who is still alive? Vixen. You know why? Because she's playing eugenics again.
Oh my god. All the time she
Alright,
be
chat.
doing
Thanks for
this.
coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
Come
Oh,
back
and the
next
wolves
week.
are on stream with her.
Yeah, because they're playing eugenics.
Tell me what you thought of my voice acting that I did today.
You did so much voice acting today. I'm so proud
Zappy
of
might
you.
have to. Zappy might have to take
The
Morgan.
unsung star.
Anyway, we're gonna raid now. Goodbye.
Farewell,
Bye.
chat.
Bye.